Welcome, guys, to episode 51. This is 51, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think we're on 51.
That's what it says here. It better be 51.
Last week was our anniversary. Am I right? Am I remembering this right? Okay, cool. So we're at episode 51 now. We're now on a new string towards our second anniversary. We got a long ways to go. Very long ways to go.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, getting a little ahead of ourselves. But anybody who was here last week, thank you so much for celebrating with us. And anybody who's here this week, if you're new especially, welcome to the Level Up Show. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday, but other days as well. I did like a PlayStation Experience thing yesterday for Saturday.
Thursday, Sunday? I mean, whatever fucking day I want.
Yeah, but Thursdays and Sundays are our routine days. You can always rely on us being here those days at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Level Up Direct on Thursdays, which is our Skype show. And then tonight, which is a talk show with the full cast and crew. So I'm Andrew. We got my co-host here, Mike. And then we got Mark and Kristen in the chat room with you guys. Mark is Marked Words, and you can look at Kristen as Kristen says, be nice, utilize them, talk with them.
You better be nice.
Chat room extraordinaires, internet
Santa's
personalities.
Watching.
Santa's watching? Okay.
For all our young viewers.
Yeah, we got to be careful about that maybe, a little bit.
Be careful about what?
I don't know. What am I talking
being
about?
on the nice list.
Yes.
Mark,
Santa's
exactly.
great.
So we have a really busy show ahead of us tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens this week.
I mean,
which is
we
weird
know.
for December.
Kind of.
Isn't it like throwing us? Like to me, it's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Like, is it June? I'm really confused. What's going on right
Yeah.
now? Like,
I mean, with the Game Awards, what I think were pretty impressive this year. We'll talk about that later.
Right.
But PlayStation Experience, which was an E3 type show,
right
in December.
Like, are they gonna have enough to talk about at E3 this year?
I know, really. They saved some
I mean,
stuff.
I'm
They
sure
really
there's
did.
gonna be a shit ton that we don't know about.
Yeah, but that was a 2-day long thing. It just wrapped up actually. It was going. They had story time not too long ago with Shu.
Almost 3 hours, right?
Well, they had the keynote, which was 3 hours, and then they just had panels throughout the entire Saturday and Sunday. So obviously, because of that, there's going to be a lot to talk about later. So I think we should get right into it with a new segment. Actually, we always get told that the introduction to the show is awkward. It's the awkward segment of the show. So I wanted to try and rectify that a little bit. Yeah.
Awkward.
Like AHKWARD or AW.
Awkward. Awkward.
All right, Boston.
I don't know. Whatever.
But
as a response to that, I thought maybe we'd do a new segment, and it's actually a non-gaming segment called The Level Up Show Has No Game. So...
What?
Oh, you haven't seen this yet?
It's called The Level Up Show Has No Game.
This is new to me. So
this is entirely new.
Let's dive in.
And this is going to be a little bit of a test week, but the idea here is 3 topics, 2 minutes each. Are we ready?
Are we like rapid fire?
Yes, kind of, yes.
Rapid fire?
We have to be on the ball here. We have a timer,
timer?
yes.
Rapid
It's on
refresh.
it's on the screen.
All right.
All right, are we ready?
Go.
Let's do it. Suicide Squad. All right, we have the casting for Suicide Squad this week.
Yes.
A lot of cool stuff there.
Right.
Jared Leto as the Joker.
I mean, that's just crazy. To me, what actually really surprised me is that Will Smith as Deadshot.
That's the most surprising one.
I think that's the one that floored me more than anything else because Tom Hardy, in my opinion, would have been the good Deadshot, or he would have been good as. I mean, he's fine. He's gonna be fine as Deathstroke.
Let me say that the one.
really-
Okay, go ahead.
I'm kind of surprised by Will Smith as Deadshot because he turns down like kind of
Yeah.
gruesome roles. Like he turned down Django.
Yeah. True, very true.
Now,
Margot Robbie, I think, God, could it get any more perfect as Harley Quinn?
really, I
No,
actually
not at
don't
all.
like that
I think she's
that much. I think she's
absolutely
okay
perfect.
for it, but I think there's
You're
other ones that
wrong.
would be a little better.
I mean, God, we all saw Wolf of Wall Street here. I mean, she has like
Right, I mean,
seduction, but she has like the tease like to her. Like, remember that scene where she's like putting her foot on his forehead and
I mean,
stuff?
she
Like,
is actually really good when you look at My Name Is Earl.
okay.
Or whatever. So-
Wow. Yeah. Was that her in that?
Yeah, I believe so, right?
Wow. If that was, that's crazy. That couldn't have been her. She's way too young to be that woman.
No,
She's only like 23 years old. Margot Robbie.
And she looks.
She's very young, actually. She's like an Australian actress, very young. But I mean,
think of somebody else.
you must be. We got Tom Hardy as Rick Flag, right?
Yes.
And then we've got the guy from the new
So
Terminator.
Patriot.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name at all.
Jai Courtney.
Was it?
Jai Courtney. is his
Jai?
name. Yeah, Jai or Jay or Jai.
Jai is the guy.
Oh, J.A.I. Yeah.
Yes,
Quick, make
J.A.I.
your point. We've got 30 seconds.
I was gonna say that he looks absolutely awful in the new Terminator, which we'll get to very soon. But hopeful that he's actually decent in this role. He just has a little bit more like a kind of like a jock, like caveman thing going on. So I'm not
Yeah,
Am I
really.
the only one thrown
so-
out that there is no Deathstroke in this?
Ultimately,
Yeah, I guess.
Yay or nay
You
on
got
Oprah
Deadshot.
Winfrey being the liaison at the CIA? Yay
2,
or nay?
1.
I'm asking.
Time's up. Shut up.
we
Next topic. The Wire is coming to HBO this holiday, entirely the full show in HD, 1080p, or 720p, I should say.
YouTube, because I'm out. I haven't seen it. I don't care.
Well, I started watching The Wire recently with Kristen, and we didn't really like it, but we only were 2 episodes in. And I always hear that the beginning of the show is actually not that great, and you have to really kind of hold on, and then it gets really exciting, and then it's great. I always hear compared to Breaking Bad as one of the best shows ever created.
No
yes,
way.
it often is compared to Breaking Bad as one of the best shows ever made.
Yeah, it made me
have
fall
no input.
asleep, literally.
It was a little slow, I have to say, but I think I'm going to just record this entire thing and try it again in HD, because that was actually affecting me. I didn't like the 4x3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's the thing is, do we think that trying to convert a show from how it was intended to be seen, 4x3 to 16:9, is actually a bad thing or a good thing? Do you know what I mean?
I think it could be good because that's the format size that everything's going to now. I mean, good or bad, it's gonna have to be done. Like, I mean, that's just.
But
the
when
format.
they filmed it, they knew that they were going for the 4x3 format, so they had to have that in mind when making it. So that would mean that, like, the way they're orienting the characters on screen, stuff like that.
Is the cinematography the really big part of The Wire that's like hugely important?
I don't know yet, to be honest with you.
I would say it's gonna be kind of a bad thing to lose it, but there's no real way around it.
According to the creator of the show, he said that it's for the most part a good thing, but he actually did admit that like there were certain scenes where they just couldn't figure out how to like enlarge it and make it look the way they wanted it to look because of the way they filmed it originally.
Yeah,
and they had
I'm way more intrigued in the whole Luther port to America.
Oh, okay. The
Idris
guy
Elba.
from Luther is in
Yeah,
this.
Idris Elba, he's awesome. And
He's an extra
if you've never
excellent.
watched it before, Idris Elba, Luther, Netflix, go.
Time's up. All right.
Shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Shut up.
Shut your dirty mouth. All right. Next topic. Terminator. I was talking about it earlier.
Terminator was awful.
This was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really? Everybody seems to like it.
What? Oh
yeah,
my
everybody
god.
seems to like it. Everybody seems to say that it's like a throwback to what they liked about Terminator 1.
Okay. First of all, Jai Courtney as I can't even think of his name off the top of my head. What was Kyle Reese? Just the worst casting I've ever seen in my life.
Why?
Kyle Reese is supposed to be kind of almost scrawny in a way, and he's supposed to be like kind of like an everyman, but he does have that badass side. But this is the future where these guys don't really, they're malnutrition and all this kind of stuff. They're not really bulky and buff. Like, look at him here. He looks like he just came out of the gym. But that aside, it's when it gets to here that it's like, okay, this is cool. They're doing the apartment scene. This is straight from the original. What's going on here? This is different. Sarah Connor is now a badass. Like she was raised by a Terminator. Don't mess with the original.
There is no more original.
Drew, I think this could be Terminator's saving grace in that they realized what it's become, and this is the kill shot. This is we're ending Terminator. You're done with this series now.
That's the one thing I'm trying to keep in mind. Is like this is.
I
don't even call this Terminator anymore. This is like a new franchise. This is the popcorn
I
version.
want this to not be. I want
We're gonna
Terminator
turn
to stop
No,
doing sequels or anything.
Okay.
Just leave the series, and this will hopefully just be done. Be done with it.
If Anthony's watching, I think Terminator
Period.
2 is the worst movie ever made.
Can I also just point out that when Kyle Reese is getting like sent back in time and he's levitating there, buck naked, there's like 50 guys all staring directly at his dick.
Hey, it has to be organic
Pretty
material.
impressive.
It's the only thing that could go back in time. Organic material. So that's the truth. That there makes no sense. Buses don't behave that way. Physics.
Buses don't behave that way. Bad bus.
Lies.
No.
Bad.
Bad.
Time's up.
Shut up.
Shut your mouth. All right. So that was our new segment.
I like it. I think it rolls better.
Called The Level Up Show Has No Game, and that's how we're going to start our shows every week. We are not taking Skype calls just yet, so I'm going to sign out for now, guys.
Lucifer Belma agrees with you and says whoever casted John Connor is bad.
Bad.
They're bad and they should feel bad.
Yeah, I'm signed out of Skype for now, guys, but don't worry, we will turn back on the lines a little bit later on in the show for our Skype segments when we finish our stories and stuff like that. But anything else we want to talk about before we move on to
Yes,
what's
I'm
the
not
good
sure
one?
if you put it in here. I can't remember the guy's name. There's two gentlemen that passed away over the past 2 days.
The inventor, one of the fathers of video
something
games.
Bear, B-A-E-R. I remember his
Roger?
name.
Robert?
Is it
Starts with an R, I think, but he was the creator, I think, of the
Bear.
Magnavox. I
Yes,
think.
Magnavox Odyssey, which was
Yeah.
technically the first gaming console
Yeah.
ever made, and pretty much Pong was what you played on it.
That just came. I think it was just came out today that he had passed away. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I
news,
think it was this evening. I have actually
Okay.
passed away. And yesterday, the guy that played Jaws passed away from 007.
Oh yeah, I did
So-
quickly see that online.
Yeah.
So I guess rest
Well,
in peace to those guys.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate, especially for the Magnavox, considering that's a gaming related.
He was 92.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's it's the end. A legend. Kind
My
of
mind
thing.
immediately went to Jaws as in the shark movie.
That's
that thing was a giant like.
almost died.
Right.
That would have been even better.
Oh,
You're
no.
gonna need a bigger.
Back to gaming related stuff. Has anybody been playing anything this week? No.
I tried to put I named my character, who's a hot chick, Sofia Vergara, and
That's me. That's a good
but kind of bad ass. I named him Blue.
Okay, it's my boy Blue.
Right.
I've been playing Grand Theft Auto. Obviously, I went back to Los Santos. He found Michael. I'm at that point in the game. I'm really enjoying it. It's very good so far. I'm really enjoying it, especially compared to.
Are you
four.
hugging left?
I am, for the most part.
Left side.
I'm trying to keep in mind that you just can go about these things in
watched
different
Drew
ways.
play? Oh my God, Drew was getting. It was a part where it was a little difficult, but Drew was like constantly going to the middle, and he kept getting like.
No, I was going to the
destroyed.
right. I was going to. I knew not to go down the middle. I wasn't going down the middle. I was going to the right.
And the easy way to do it is going around the left.
If you go to the left, it's
go to the
simple.
other side. He's like, I am going to the side. We're like, no, the other side. He never did it. By the and he did it like 15. He's like, I hate this. This is stupid. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I hate this game. And stuff like he was so mad.
It was
It was
so
the game's
frustrating.
fault. And then finally went the left side the first time he got it right.
Yeah. All we had to do was just guide you to the left, and it would have been so much better.
Do they need to hold your hand?
A little bit. So I got Walking Dead Season 2 because Best Buy had a buy two get one free deal, and I'm picking up 2 games for my cousins for Christmas, and I didn't even know when I got there, and then they were like, oh, you get a free game. I was like, I had the choice of like a lot of different games, but I didn't really want any of the $60 games. So I
Well,
went.
there's really nothing, and that's the thing. There's nothing I really want to play.
Well, I already got Shadow of Mordor. I got
Well, I
Evil
mean, not that
Within,
you don't. Yeah, exactly.
which I would have gotten those. I didn't want to get Far Cry. So I went with Walking Dead Season 2, even though it's a $30 game, and I was like, not really taking advantage of the deal.
Right, I hate that, don't you?
Yeah, but it's still cool. I went in there not knowing I was going to get a free game, and I got a free game out of
That's
it.
good.
I have a ton to play now. I don't even know
And
what
I
I'm
know
going to
there's
get
a
around
lot
to
of people that are playing the
Good
Game of
timing.
Thrones app, and they love it. What's up?
So it's good timing for him since he was 2 weeks off.
Yeah, it is great timing.
I don't know
can't
exactly. I know I have some days off, but I don't know how many exactly it is.
wait. Yeah, I'm really
He's gonna
excited to have
become
a
a
break.
bearded.
Wookie.
You should just not shave for the entire time you're off and see how long it gets.
And then by the time we stream that final show, I'll just
Oh my
look
God,
like a
it'd be
mess.
awesome.
He'll
Yeah.
probably,
like
I
me.
swear he probably won't even sleep. He'll probably sleep for 2 hours and just stream the whole night.
Is there a problem with this?
No, I'm just saying, it's his week, 2 weeks
Exactly.
off.
Yeah.
You actually have to get caught up with everybody that won't play with that.
He's gonna have stink things coming off of him.
I realize as we're approaching Monday, I probably should have just taken this whole week off before I started a new job.
Yes,
You didn't
you
do
should
that?
have.
Why? That's
I
like the
didn't do
best
that.
part of starting a new job is
didn't
that
do that.
extra week that
I was
everybody-
like, I want to, but I could use money.
But money is
But
always the issue.
Honestly, I haven't really been serious at my job this last week. I had hot chocolate with Bailey's
Nice.
on Friday because the heater was broken.
Very nice. All right, so we're about 15 minutes behind or so. So let's get into the level updates. So good news. I think especially not for you because you just got this game for PS3, but supposedly Kingdom Hearts remixes, both 1.5 and 2.5 HD remix, might come over to the PS4 and Xbox One.
I don't see that for some time though.
Yeah, it probably will be a little while, but co-director Tai Yasui said, when we first came up with the idea for Kingdom Hearts 3, it was always 1.5, then 2.5, and we were always thinking about those 3 titles at the same time. I think putting the games on PS4 is something we will explore. We understand what our players want, so we will explore the possibility. I'm not making any announcements, though. We can't make any announcements yet. And then on the possibility of an Xbox One version, because that would be outside a little bit of the realm of possibility potentially, because they were exclusive to the PlayStation for such a long time. He said, it's a big old question. There's a lot of things we need to think of when we consider consoles. One of them is what our players want, so we will definitely consider that. There's also schedule constraints, as we really don't want the development of Kingdom Hearts 3 going later, so we have to think about that. We'll consider all things and come to a decision. So he's not really even talking about the idea of it exclusive because it used to be exclusive. He's just saying it's a time constraint.
I would rather see, and it's not because I have it. Like even if it was before I got 2.5, which I love, by the way, it looks gorgeous. Like I want to bring it over just so you can see it.
Yeah.
Because I think you'll be floored by how good it looks. But even if I didn't get it, I would still say I would rather wait to see 3 come out and then like a collection of 1, 2, and 3 all in one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that way. That's the only way I would want to see it hit the PS4 and Xbox One.
As I said before, I don't really have that much of a desire to play 2 again, but I do have a desire to play Birth by Sleep because I never played it. Yeah, I'm not really... I don't know. I don't really need to go back to 2 or 1. I played 2 twice already back in, when I was on PS2. I played it twice back then. I don't really have a desire to play those ones again, but I do want to know the full story for 3, and I feel like Birth by Sleep is very integral to the overall story arc of the Xenohort storyline, however you say that name. So that's the one reason I would hope that it does come to PS4 so that I could try that one out. Or maybe separate it into digital downloads, and then I could just get Birth by Sleep by itself. That would be even better.
Right.
But I don't see that happening probably.
No. In other news this week,
Yeah.
and the
Big news.
week of leaks, WikiLeaks. Assassin's Creed Victory was accidentally revealed.
Yeah.
It seems like it doesn't seem like this was intentional at all. In any
No,
way.
it was not.
But Kotaku leaked the images of the next Assassin's Creed, which is set in Victorian London during the 19th century. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wow, that's really early.
Yeah.
You know that they start working on this stuff as soon as the last
Right, well,
shipped.
Well, they have different studios, different teams, and these guys have been working on this probably for over a year, I would think.
Maybe if they used these guys to actually make the other one with them, it wouldn't be so buggy.
It's possible.
Supposedly there will only be one Assassin's Creed game with the Ubisoft sticking exclusively to current gen platforms. Again, appreciated and received well by those of us with PS4s and Xbox One, but obviously not people that still have last gen consoles.
I was surprised about Rogue in the first place. I was really
Me
surprised
too.
they didn't just transfer over to PS4 and Xbox
There's
One.
a lot of games, but I think this was the year to do it because
Yeah.
there's still only 1 year, and especially with the Xbox One sales not being as big as everybody wanted it to be. But Ubisoft's response was, it's always unfortunate when internal assets not intended for public consumption are leaked, and while we certainly welcome anticipation for all of our upcoming titles, we're disappointed for our fans and our development team that this conceptual asset is now public. The team in our Quebec studio has been hard at work on the particular game in question for the past few years, and we're excited to officially unveil what the studio has been working on at a later date. In the meantime, our number one priority is enhancing the experience with Assassin's Creed Unity for players. Is it bad that I couldn't finish that sentence without laughing? That wasn't intentional. Like, as I'm reading it, it's like, that's bad, man. Like, I don't know. I'm just so burned by Assassin's Creed, and I really want to play Unity, but I don't think I'm going to be getting it.
I feel like this is especially bad for them because they haven't even rectified all the Unity stuff before
Exactly
Victory
why
was
so
even
bad for me.
announced.
Right.
It's like...
and again, it wasn't technically announced. It was
it wasn't supposed to be, yeah, but that's
Right.
why they must be even more disappointed because they probably wanted to try and at least rectify some of those things before, like,
they're not
let's
as
move
bad.
on.
I mean, here's the thing. Right now, Ubisoft is on everybody's shit list, but it's just this. It's only this past 2 years that they've really been fucking a lot of things up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, before that, they were doing fine. I think they're just hitting, like, some shaky times for them, but I think...
Yeah, Greg, as always, keeps saying Unity is awesome. He really enjoys
Greg
it.
is, like, the only person I feel that has no issues with Unity.
I know. He really, for some reason,
But
is like,
Greg
I don't see
also
any of
loves
these things.
everything.
Yeah. It's like, frame rate problems? What? I don't see this.
I don't see what you're talking about. I mean, the other day, the entire screen went black for 10 seconds, but I thought that was part of the game.
Guess who's in here?
Huh?
Ghost.
Ghost!
Oh, yeah, by the way, Daryl's back.
Daryl, welcome back. man.
Daryl, we
Nice
missed
to have
you,
you.
buddy.
And Kristen's up with the last story.
I usually don't say
Oh,
buddy.
I'm so
that's
happy
weird.
about this.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm green.
You're green.
You'll like this.
Rick can't get into the show. He got kicked on Vita.
Aw.
Aww.
I'm sorry, Rick.
Sorry. Macy Williams looking like yes for the Last of Us movie. Due to a Twitter exchange between Ashley Johnson and Macy Williams, as well as fan feedback, the Game of Thrones star is the top choice for the role of Ellie. Which one for Game of Thrones?
That would be Arya.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Ellie. Or, I mean, Oh, yeah, never mind.
Oh, yeah, the youngest
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention.
Is her name Macy?
Her name is Macy Williams.
Macy
Yeah.
Williams. What a cutie.
She spoke about the possibility, first
She's
mentioning
really
why
cute.
she wasn't
She's funny.
a part of the Comic-Con panel earlier this year. I was doing so much work for Thrones that I didn't want to half-arse do it. So, did you make that up?
No, that's her.
No,
She's like
it's-
British or something.
She's British.
She's British or something.
Or something. I don't know. Is that where they say arse?
Yeah.
So I said I'm not going to moderate. They said fine, but they're going to
Yeah,
announce
we're
they
trying
had
now.
talks. So the way it was left is they want me to do it, and I want to do it. But there's no script, no director, and no anything else.
Hello. You sound like you're from London.
What is going on?
What's that from?
Greg just
What?
said that. That's from
Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
Forgetting Sarah
Paul Rudd.
Marshall. Yeah.
So at this moment, it's looking like yes, but it's still such early days. If they make it in 30 years, they can't have a 40-year-old Ellie. So at that moment, it's looking good. At the moment, it's looking good, and I love to do it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. As Mike was saying under his breath, she's very goofy.
She is. Have you ever seen like
Yeah.
pictures that she's like posted?
Or the dance she once did.
Oh my
She's
god,
a good dancer.
She's really entertaining.
Yeah, I really like her a
Did
lot.
you hear anything about the Arkham Knight leak?
No, I didn't.
There's supposedly an Arkham Knight leak.
Did that just happen? Because I didn't see it.
Dylan
Apparently
Gutman
it
asked me
did.
about it.
Interesting. I had not heard about an Arkham Knight leak. I mean, I'm sure it's not the game itself. Maybe some new footage or something like that. Guys, Skype is live at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. No spaces. I will put the banner up if possible. Let me see if I can do that for you guys. But call in and we can talk about anything gaming related.
It's me, Sophia Vergara.
Very nice.
Greg wanted you to do it, but I didn't.
Okay. Well, she did it, so I'm not going to do it. All right, so here you guys go. Put the object up on screen. Skype. Boom. There you guys. Call in, guys, at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, no spaces. And we can talk anything gaming related. And I haven't even had the opportunity to say it yet, but welcome to all of our new users, viewers, gamers, level uppers, whatever you want to call yourselves.
Can I say how happy I am that so many of our fans renewed their subscribe to us?
Did they?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Aw.
Well, you figure, I mean, it's been over a month now.
Yeah.
Because November would have been 1
Yeah, I
month.
know the day after when they had to renew, I saw 4 immediately renewed.
Right.
So that's amazing. Thank you so
So,
much, guys, to our subscribers.
awesome.
If you don't know, the subscribers have a +1 badge. They are elite members of the Level Up Show. But if you just want to follow us, it's very easy to do now. All you got to do is click the little heart button, live from PlayStation.
I double-checked.
Yeah, I haven't checked yet.
I forgot.
To what?
We're only at 27, so that's why I
No, then we're probably not.
We're not live?
We're not live from PlayStation.
Hey, what's up, wieners?
You might want to switch it to like Grand Theft Auto 5 or something.
Wieners! He's here for Mark.
But when it happened to me
I
last
just-
week and
I
I got
just
shut
updated
down by a DDoSer, when I went back live, I could not get back on live
Oh.
from PlayStation the entire night.
Right.
So I think we're probably screwed for the night.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome.
I hope that person gets AIDS.
But
Yeah, that happened.
we were talking about following. It's very easy to do now, guys. I don't think anybody in here probably needs to follow us. You're probably all regulars. What I gotta do is hit the heart button live from PlayStation, the heart us, and become a Twitch follower.
Oh, no,
Also
we're
follow
live.
on Twitter.
We're live.
Okay, great. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and we also have a T-shirt store now where you guys can check out multiple different style T-shirts, women's and men's. So go to
Ooh.
the Level Up Show I think Spreadshirt.com to check those out. And let's take this call from Dustin. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Let's go, Dustin. Come on.
Almost there.
Come on now.
Come on now, everybody. Hey.
Come on now. Maybe yes, maybe no. Might try calling him back. We usually get through to Dustin. Let's try him back. If not, we probably should move on just because we're a little behind.
Yes.
Si, senor.
No offense.
Senor. Hey, Dustin, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Maybe.
Dustin!
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on, Dustin?
Not a whole lot.
What do you want
Glad
to
to
talk
see you
about?
guys made it back.
Yeah, we
Yes.
made it back. We
Somehow.
did. Somehow, yes. Hopefully for the night. We'll see.
Yeah, it's.
Dustin, what do you want to talk about tonight? We're having a
I
tough
don't know
time
why,
hearing you.
but it's really choppy. I can barely make you get up.
Yeah, we're not hearing you so well either. What did you want to talk about?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna try and send you that leak that I got for Arkham Knight. I had already thought you guys had read and heard about it. Apparently, somebody at Rocksteady Games leaked pretty much everything about Arkham Knight who the Arkham Knight is, the entire storyline, plotline of the video game.
I don't
want to know.
I'm trying
I
to
don't
find
want
it.
to
I
see
posted
this.
it.
Yeah, please don't tell us.
I never asked for this.
He's Luke's father in the end.
Yes, not what I signed up for at all.
Well, no, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna spoil it for you or anything. That's why
Okay.
I wonder if you guys have read it yet.
I had not read
Yeah,
it.
no,
I
I
probably
haven't.
will not read it, considering what the subject matter is. But that's crazy if it's true. I hope it's not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Just from reading through, I mean, there's it's not just like one little paragraph. I mean, it's a hefty, very detailed, very in-depth description of a plot line that seems like it could be plausible for Arkham Knight.
So then-
and I'm digging it. I mean, I read through it. I like to spoil it myself. I don't care about the ending. I'm a fan of how you get there, not where you get at the end. I'll spoil it for myself. That's fine. But just to let you know, if that's the route that they're taking, the way that this guy leaked it out, it's glorious. It is truly glorious.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, so did you like it? Like,
Yeah, it sounds like it.
that's
really
good. That's
cool.
good to know.
That's awesome. Well, Dustin, we are really far behind, but thanks for letting us know, man.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Keep it up.
All right,
And
see you later.
hopefully this guy doesn't decide on messing up everything.
Yeah, I hope
today.
not. I hope not, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yep, take it easy, guys.
See ya.
Me too.
All right, we're going to shut down Skype for now, guys, but we'll open it back up later once we catch up a little bit. We're going to try and rush through these stories real quickly. So let's move on to the next level update segments. First off, we have the 20th anniversary PlayStation 4 reveal. So we have a lot to talk about there, considering Mike's story. But first of all, if you guys didn't know, it was first talked about during the PlayStation Awards. And that was in Japan. The special edition, which is only going to 12,300 lucky people, it comes with gorgeous packaging, as you can see in the video
Yes,
here.
it does.
Really, really, really nice packaging, I have to say. And on top of that, it's the original PS1 gray. It has the original iconic logo with the 4 colors that you see on the controller and on the the buttons and all that kind of stuff.
Because I'm gonna want to open it.
It also comes with the PlayStation camera and with a vertical stand, also colored to match. Even the PlayStation camera has the original iconic logo on the side, so they really went all out. But the console itself, when you look at the matte part of the console, not the glossy, it has engravings of the iconic buttons, but it has a 2 introduced in there as well to represent the 20th anniversary. And you can also see the engravings there on the actual touchpad of the controller. Really special. It's retailing for $500, $499 US dollars. Here, I'm not sure how much it costs everywhere else, but one last thing I missed is that it comes with a little steel plate on the bottom right-hand corner notifying you of which number console you have out of the 12,300. So, Mike, what's going on with you?
I want to open it.
Yeah.
And there's some people that know, but oh my god, it was so much entertainment that I got out of the rage from people. There's a group of guys that play Destiny a lot, and I went into the group, and they watched the show a few times. I don't even know if they watch anymore, but as soon as I told them, they were like, "What?" I got home, and believe it or not, I was 30 minutes late for the Twitch link. For the Twitter link.
Really?
Because I was driving home, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I should look. Holy shit! And I went on my computer, and I was doing it, and the site was just dead. I mean, I texted it.
Yeah.
You saw in my G-Chat, I was like blowing that thing up, and I was just refreshing the page. I had Chrome going. I had Firefox going at the same time, like seeing which one would work first. Finally, it was getting to certain parts and not getting to certain parts, and finally PayPal went through, and then even that went through, and I wasn't even sure it went through because I never got to the confirmation screen on the computer. All I got was the confirm screen from PayPal. I was like, fuck, they took my money without getting anything. So
Yeah,
I'm
Puss
now
just
getting
said
it.
one sold for $10,000 on eBay already.
So one sold for $15,000.
Yeah.
Darryl
Another
said
one
that.
sold for $10,000. But I believe I'm going to guess that those people aren't going to pay up.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that. It's not like it's legally binding or anything
Yeah.
like that. So I'm going to guess that those people aren't going to pay up because the majority of the other ones sold for right around $2,500. So I don't know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to sell it because that's
Yeah.
quadruple my money.
Yeah.
The average they're selling for like anywhere around 2,000 is the average that they're selling for. Minimum being 16. So I don't know. Or do I hold on to it? I don't think I'm going to open it though. I want to, but yeah, everybody's like, you should just do a giveaway for it.
Oh, wow.
I was actually debating at one point, like if I hold on to it till next year, do it as like a raffle or like not a raffle, as a auction thing for the
Level Up Show members.
for the charity.
Oh, okay. That could be
Highest
pretty cool.
donation
Yeah.
gets the system. Something I don't know.
But then you're going to be broke.
Huh?
That's you out $500. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a $500 donation.
They would have to, really donate a lot. I mean,
Right.
it can't be just like a $150 donation.
Yeah, anybody that donates, yeah.
It would have to be like an extreme donation next year when we do our
Right,
live
I
stream.
don't know. We'll see what happens.
Okay. After that, you are up, Mike.
Oh God, Ubisoft, and we just talked about this last
Yeah.
week. Delivered another broken game. Everybody knows it's The Crew.
Broken.
There are some people that like it, but a lot of people are getting very bored with it quickly, and there's a lot of things that they can't even do in it.
Mhm.
So
Hopefully they've rectified some of these things I mentioned here, but this was original like launch week stuff.
according to Eurogamer, The Crew is a solid game, but technical and server issues might be its downfall. Ubisoft's newly released driving game takes its title from the ability to form squads of friends to drive around the vast open world digest of America that developer Ivory Tower has created. And it's a feature introduced in Day 1 patch, and some 24 hours after the game's launch, it's one that remains temperamental at best. The Crew is sold on the premise of epic cross-country drives, races that take you from the bounding dunes that skirt the Great Lakes to the swamps of the South, from the evergreens of New Jersey. What, who the fuck wants to drive me? I don't even want to to the Dust Bowls of California. Marathon events that, when the server inevitably drops, can see an hour's progress ripe in one cruel disconnection. And here's the other thing you gotta remember too. Almost, you name a game out of an entire library that's multiplayer or online focused that hasn't had issues within at least the first day, let alone the first week.
Yeah.
Name one.
No,
You can't.
and this
so
wasn't-
I'm not going to judge it based on that. Now, what I am going to judge it on, there are a lot of people in the room that have gotten it and have played it, and they said it's fun-ish. Like
Ish.
they're getting bored of it very quickly. There's not
Yeah.
enough to keep. And the problem is, I think they relied too much on this whole building your crew thing.
Okay.
I think the people that, like, let's say the four of us are diehard racing game fans, like, we would get a kick out of it because we could play together. But other than that, it doesn't really mean
Yeah.
shit to anybody.
Well, hopefully they fix all these server and technical issues quickly because, as you said, launch week you have these problems often, and that 1 hour loss of
Oh my god,
progress that does
would
suck.
I would break a controller.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. So hopefully those kind of things are the first to be fixed.
I almost broke my controller with Kingdom Hearts the other day too.
Really, why?
Because I put it on, dude. There is such a night and day difference in normal mode and hard mode for Kingdom Hearts, and I literally couldn't get past that big guy when you're in when you had to go up the stairs and fight all the.
The first one or the second one? This is the second one.
Oh, the second one. You know what I'm talking about? We had to fight the nameless or
Yes.
nobodies, and then you had to fight the big dude.
Yep.
I kept dying within seconds, and I wasn't doing anything wrong. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I literally played it at least 40 or 50 times. I had to restart the game and then play it in normal mode just because
Wow.
I think that's
You can't switch it
You can't switch it on the fly.
Oh no.
I literally, at one point, I was getting so frustrated because it was so stupid to me, and I'm not usually this bad with it, but I got so frustrated that I almost twisted the controller in half.
Sometimes I will squeeze the controller real tight.
I didn't know-
the good thing is you can do that with the PS4 controller because it's a lot
literally-
stronger.
I literally twisted.
Yeah, the
this.
PS3 you can bend that thing
Oh my
far.
god! No,
It's-
this was the PS4 one I did.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
oh,
almost.
the PS4 is
That's how
30.
pissed off
Oh,
I
wow.
was. So,
Real quick,
Anyway, sorry.
Thank you to Be Free 3 for the Twitch art. We're barely getting any Twitch arts right now, guys. I haven't really said it at all yet, but if you want to follow us, it's really easy to do. If you're watching live from PlayStation, just click the little heart button or go to twitch.tv/levelupshow to follow or subscribe there. If you do that, you will get email notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live, which is every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and check out our t-shirt store at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. Kristen, you are up with the final
if I
story.
can read this. It's so dark over
do you want
here.
Mark to read it?
No.
I was
don't.
No.
Microsoft is not paying indie devs in a timely manner. That's terrible. Through Twitter, it came to the attention of NeoGAF that multiple independent developers had not received their monthly payments from Microsoft. Some developers were still waiting on 3 months' worth of payments. After the story generated some traffic, Microsoft officially responded. Due to a technical issue in our payment system, we recently learned that some payments to select developers in the Xbox Live Indie Games program on Xbox 360 were delayed. Our partners are important to us, and we work hard to help make sure they have a great development experience. This was an unfortunate error, and we are working hard to fix it. We apologize for this incident and anticipate developers will receive payments within the next 2 weeks. Is that still reading?
Yes, keep going.
Go ahead.
It seems odd that a technical glitch such as this would take months for Microsoft to recognize, but fortunately, GAF created enough of a storm to gain their attention.
GAF. Thank you for the Twitch hearts, guys. Those are from Connor, Slinger Monkey, Bolts, Marcus Ray, and Random Mental Floss.
Now, I mean, something like that, if it was a month, you know, or something like that, I can get it. But the problem is, it's not been just a short amount of time. And so I don't want anybody to make it seem like we're just...
It's not important.
No, it wasn't really...
Yeah, I'll say this myself, that hopefully they get their payments in time for the holidays.
Right.
That's what really sucks.
Right, but I mean, it's not like we're picking on Microsoft. It happens to other companies.
Yeah.
You know, it happened to my company not that long ago.
Really?
We missed it by a week. You know, so the next week we got paid instead. You know, it happens. But this is a few months.
Yeah.
About, like, literally, like,
and it just seems weird that it's like,
right,
it explodes on GAF, and then suddenly it's like, oh, okay.
It's going to be fixed within 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah.
Didn't you get the memo?
Yeah, a really quick turnaround there once they got, realized that the traffic was building on it. But, I mean, at the same time, like, Microsoft is not short on money. Like, it's not like this is like, we don't have the, the money to spend to our indie developers. It's like, they do. So I don't really understand what happened here. I guess it was just a technical glitch. So they really, the thing is here, they should sort of recognized it quicker. It shouldn't have taken so long for them to recognize this problem. But that's one last story before we move on to taking calls. I'll go through this real quickly. Elder Scrolls Online. No.
Oh.
Elder Scrolls Online officially pushed into 2015. Quote here, we have completely replaced the PC user interface with a console-specific UI designed from the ground up with a controller and a living room play experience in mind. We've also added voice chat and full integration with Xbox Live and PSN. Expect to see lots of news about our console versions in early 2015.
Here's my issue with this. And I was actually big on the idea of Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
And anything like that. But after, player feedback and reviews and this much time, does anybody give a shit still?
At this point I don't at all.
I have no interest in playing unless I'm gonna get like a month for free like you did with 14.
Yeah.
Like
maybe try it out
there.
Do
you have an interest in this game at this point, with it being this long that they're taking to play?
It's kind of like DayZ. Like, I don't care at all with how long it's going to take for that game to come out. Real quick, thank you to Pro Gamer Len for the Twitch chart. Let's take a call from Travis. Hey, Travis, welcome to the Level Up Show. Hey, Travis, can you hear us? It's on delay, I think. Hey, Travis? So
how are things?
What? No, I mean, he's not even responding to the delay. So, Travis, I'm not sure what was going on there, but if you can get it worked out, maybe call back. Real quick, thank you once again for another Twitch chart. This one from Marky Moo 123. Awesome name. We'll keep the Skype up. Oh, did you put that up there, or did I never take it down?
Nope, it's never.
Okay, so that works out. I'll have to take that down after this. But we'll go another minute or two, guys, with Skype. The ID is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Call in. We can talk about anything gaming related.
Oh, wait. Dave wants a pink t-shirt. He could change the color of the one you made to pink.
Yeah, you can change it, but I don't have the pink logo. I can make a men's t-shirt for pink easily.
Yes, Dave, we will make you a men's pink t-shirt.
Yeah, no problem, guys. I'll make a pink version.
One.
Huh?
Oh,
cool. Very nice. Hey, Jay, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Doing very well.
Good. I've missed the last month.
That's fine, man. We're glad to have you back with us today, though.
Yeah, definitely.
After all of our BS that we had to go through.
What do you want to talk about tonight, Jay?
God of War 5. I got told that could be coming out soon, or next year at some point.
Did you say Grand Theft Auto 5?
No, he said...
No, God of War.
Oh, God of War 5.
Yeah,
God of War.
Did you put that in here?
I'm going to talk about it later because that's kind of PlayStation Experience news.
Right.
But
accidental.
It was accidental PlayStation Experience news. Exactly. Corey Barlog, or is it Balrog? Like Lord of the Rings.
Balrog, really?
It's Barlog, I'm pretty sure. But he was the director on God of War 2, and he's now back with the Sony Santa Monica team, and he let us slip at the Sony Santa Monica panel that they are in development on God of War. It's now 100% confirmed. I don't know that he was really supposed to say that, but yeah, right. 2015 is most likely when it's going to come out, and I would imagine we're probably going to get the first trailer at E3 2015. But are you excited about this, Jay?
Yeah, I've played all the other God of Wars, and I've enjoyed every single one of them. Can't wait for it now.
Now, are you expecting this to be like the visual masterpiece, like even higher than Uncharted, or?
Yeah.
Because
I think.
Go ahead.
I think the floor is going to be the biggest game that comes out for me next year. For definite.
That would be huge. And I have to say, like, I still think God of War is probably the best looking game of last generation, even above the Uncharted and stuff like that. I think God of War is the best looking game last generation. And that has a lot to do with them restricting the camera angle to only what you're looking at, as opposed to like Uncharted where you have a full three-dimensional
they
view.
put effort into everything.
And the reason Uncharted looks so good is because it's very linear, but God of War takes it to another level with how linear it is and how the camera is always chosen for you. That's why they can put so much detail, and that's why I think God of War last generation was the best looking game. If they go that route again and they have the static, backgrounds, not static, but the ones that are chosen for you, it'll probably again be the best looking game from Sony.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in what they're going to do with the story, because the way number 3 ended, it's going to looks like it's going to be good for number 5, because number 4 was the prologue to it all.
Do you think they even go with
I enjoyed that.
Or do you think they go with a new character?
It's a possibility they could be going for a new character, but as I've always thought about games, anything could happen. They could do anything with.
Yeah, very true. I'm excited to see it, though. I'm hoping E3, but GDC is also a possibility. You never know. So we have a few award shows before then as well. Well, not award shows, but conferences. I'm on award shows right now after the Game Awards this weekend. But, Jay, I'm sorry to cut you off. We are still pretty far behind after our problems earlier, so we're going to move on for now.
All right, then, guys.
All right.
I'll catch you guys.
Awesome.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
See you later, Jay.
See you later, man.
Great call.
Definitely. I'm very excited for God of War.
Was it, Mark?
Was it?
Yeah, it was. What's up with you guys today? You're being,
You guys are being super mean today.
No, you guys are being really aggressive. Drew's like, shut your dirty mouth.
Thank you to Gaming Magic for the Twitch chart. That's 10 tonight already. Very easy for you guys to follow us now on Twitch. Just click the little heart button live from PlayStation or click on the follow button at twitch.tv/levelupshow.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
After this, can you make that special T-shirt for Dave?
Yeah, definitely. I'll do it tonight.
And for Puss, we'll just make him underwear with a +1 on it. And
No, he tried to make him underwear, but it didn't work.
It doesn't allow you to actually put like decals and stuff on there.
Oh, really?
You can
you can
fonts and stuff. No, you can put font from the website on there, but you can't like upload an image and put it onto the
It would just be
underwear.
stupid text.
So I can put. No, I'm not gonna.
We can write
go
Boosh.
Yeah, we could write like
No,
Boosh
Andrew,
and stuff like that. Yeah,
Puss wants a shirt that says Boosh on it.
we could do.
We have
underwear
other
that says
ideas for
Boosh.
shirts and everything like that where you have that.
That is Mark's job.
Right.
He is our graphic designer. You are doing this.
There is
I never
talk
asked for this.
with Derek and Puss and everybody. That we all have the ideas.
There's a lot of suggestions for T-shirts right now, and keep them coming,
We're
guys.
moving behind. We're falling behind.
We're falling behind. I'm trying to get the damn Skype thing off there.
Come on, Drew.
Hold on. Skype. Goodbye. All right. Skype is down for now, guys. And I'm going to sign out so we can't take any more calls for now, but it will go back up in a moment. Let's continue with segment 3 of Level Update. So, back to Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3 footage was shown behind closed doors. No one has seen it. Oh, real quick though, Kristen, look at the number. Woo! We're above 100. Thank you so much. We've been above 100, but thank you guys for coming in. So Tetsuya Nomura, Kingdom Hearts series director, said it was too early to show Worlds, but wanted to show fans something new. No one was allowed to record this footage. It was behind closed doors. It was for the launch event for 2.5 HD Remix, but people that were there tweeted out, talked about it a bunch. First off, we got new enemies. One was like a souped-up blue Rhapsody Heartless with flames all around them. A lot of soldier, like Spartan-looking Heartless, they were saying. Maybe that's for Hercules World or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Possibility they're going to bring that back. You know, that's usually where they have the arena fights, like Sephiroth and stuff like that. So that would be really cool. There's also one that flies, like an Archer Heartless, stuff like that. A clip of Sora wearing his Kingdom Hearts 2 costume, which is not going to be the final game. They're going to have a new costume for the final game, but they currently still have him in his second costume. He has a gigantic gun. We've talked about this before. It also becomes a cannon, supposedly, and it can shoot projectiles like bazookas. And then the next scene, they showed a town with white houses stacked on top of each other and huge windmills. They said that it seemed grand and tranquil, not unlike Twilight Town from the second game. But instead of a sunset palette, it's all white primarily. And a plaque underneath, it called it Cable Town. So maybe that's going to be like the hub, like the second one. I can't remember what that was called. Traverse Town, right?
Yes.
Traverse Town, and then we had Twilight Town. Maybe this one will be Cable Town.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. And finally, you saw Sora walk into a room with a chess pieces by a window. Supposedly it was just gorgeous lighting, like illuminating Sora as he picked up a chess piece. And then it said Kingdom Hearts 3, more news coming in 2015.
I'm saying E3 we're going to get
A blowout.
bigger reveal.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good timing because I think at that point we'll know that Final Fantasy 15 is coming on its way.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting it in a couple months, and then at that point, so it's either that or, I mean, maybe TGS, but I'm going to say likely E3.
Yeah, Nightmare says Kingdom Hearts should be really good as well. We're very excited for Kingdom Hearts.
I'm so psyched.
Yeah.
Dude, I was talking to everybody, like, when I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2.5, like, I almost teared up. It was
I know,
just
right?
like, oh my
The music.
God, I love this.
Dearly beloved. And then Gano said, I heard they may add some Star Wars and Marvel content to Cage 3.
They basically said, we know that Disney has constantly evolving properties and nothing is off the table.
Yeah.
As I think almost exactly what he said.
I think you will for sure see a Frozen world. I think that's like a guarantee.
Yeah, I think at this point, or at least something, well, maybe not even world, but at least something to do with Frozen.
Yeah, like
I'm going to
characters or
guarantee that you're going to see something to do with Star Wars and Marvel, but what that is, I don't know. Maybe characters might appear in some other worlds,
or
that
just
get
a weapon,
mixed up, or the weapons, like we said, lightsaber Keyblade. Now, come on, who wouldn't want that?
Makes perfect sense.
So.
Yeah, definitely. All right, move on.
Yes, because Sakurai now again said he might be done with Smash Brothers.
Yeah, he says this often.
Right, all the time. After pretty much every single one. He said, I can't
Guys,
positively...
I'm done.
Right, he
I'm
said,
done.
I can't
quit.
positively declare that there won't be another Smash Brothers game. With both Melee and Brawl, I made these games with the thought that there wouldn't be any more sequels. Thus, I can't really deny the chance for another. However, as for myself, I don't think there will be. Our intention with Smash Brothers for Wii U was to provide extra merits to the game which go far beyond the sale price. In terms of scope, I'm not sure what that means really. In terms of scope and in terms of sheer number of characters, we went beyond our limits long ago. And yet, if we cut the number of fighters or modes in a future game, I'm sure there would be complaints. Did he really think that?
I guess he's saying he can't live up to this one. Like, this one is so full of content that it's above the $60 price tag. Like, this should last people a very long time.
Does he really feel, though, that that's what it is?
I don't know.
Like, do you feel that that's an appropriate... I mean, I know you haven't played it, but...
Maybe it just means that Sakurai is not going to do it. Maybe it means someone else is going to do it instead.
Which we all know that usually is a death sentence.
I mean, that's the thing. Is like Nintendo can't give up on this property. It's one of their top 3 probably.
Oh, easily.
Mario Kart,
I
this,
almost
and like
bought
Zelda.
a Wii U because of this game.
Yeah.
I'll put that out there.
So I can't imagine them abandoning the IP. I think someone will take over if Sakurai decides he doesn't want to do it anymore. But as we said, he says this after every Melee, kind of like Hideo Kojima. He says this after every Metal Gear, and he keeps coming back. So, you know what? If Nintendo pays him enough, I'm sure he'll probably be back with it. You know, make sure it's in the right hands. Because that's with Kojima. It's like he doesn't want to keep doing it, but he feels like he's the only person that can do it right. So it's like, all right, I'll do it again. You know, to make sure it's done the right way. Kristen, you were up with this awesome final story.
Tempest made that Little Big Planet.
Yes, he did, and I put that on Twitter.
Oh, that was Tempest?
Yeah, that was
I was going to
Tempest.
ask you, I completely know before we got kicked.
He just...
That was awesome.
It was awesome.
Asked.
That was so
Yeah, Tempest,
awesome.
that was an awesome picture.
Yeah.
We did see it.
That was really
That was great.
cool.
Thank you so much. I wanted to do it myself, but you took care of it, so thank you.
That was awesome. And I think he even put Boogie in there, too.
He put a lot in there. There's a lot of detail. You got Breasty in there. You've got the...
There was Breasty in there?
Yeah, you got the shelves on the wall.
You should put it on, like, the screen right there so everyone can see it.
I don't know if I can. I might be able to. Go ahead and read the story.
Is this the one down here?
Yeah, it's Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption sequel supposedly on its way. According to a moderator certified insider on NeoGAF, production on the sequel to Red Dead Redemption is well underway at Rockstar for the PS4 and Xbox One. He claims that as soon as Grand Theft Auto 5 finished development on PS3 and 360, Rockstar San Diego began on RDR. He also went on to say, "Don't have a lot of concrete details, but expect co-op to be integrated and focused on." Lastly, he said that he expects all Rockstar games in the future to come out on PC at the same time. So level uppers, what do you think the sequel to Red Dead Redemption should be called?
No, again?
What?
Always
on purpose?
This always is what happens. Never ending. Red Dead Redemption sequel.
Mark,
what should it be called?
Get your list ready.
Oh, man.
I can't remember how to put pictures up. To be honest with you.
Fail.
Too bad.
I can do
I
it.
know there's a way.
I can do it.
There we go. I figured it out. I think. I only see videos though. I don't see pictures.
I can try it. On your phone.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. But I'm freaking so excited for this game. This is one of my favorite games of last generation. I always like Red Dead Redemption more than Grand Theft Auto, and even with 5, I like Red Dead Redemption more than I like Grand Theft Auto 5. I think it's a masterpiece, honestly, in like the open world genre. I think it's a really, really great game. So I'm excited.
Red Dead Redundancy.
Red Dead Redundancy
was one of the first ones that came up. Red Dead Bedhead.
What's it saved on there?
Red Dead: The Final Destination. That's not really what we wanted, but
Red Dead: Here We Go Again.
All right, people are just going all nuts with it now, which is fine.
And
cool.
What's it saved under?
It should be saved under
Red
the
Dead
PS4
Fred.
images. Oh wait, no, you know what? It's on the upstairs. It's not down here. It's on the upstairs PS4. It's not on this PS4. So I can't post it. Sorry about that.
We'll post
It's
it
on our
next
Twitter
week.
though. It's on our Twitter, and we'll post it next week for sure. Also, thank you for the Twitch hearts. We just got Twitch hearts from Pause. Fill time, say something. Slackjaw.
Whoa.
Slackjaw85. Also Lendal, Jdez, Dry Bone Jones, JG Rad, I think, and Gaming Magic once again. Thank you guys for the Twitch charts. That's 16 so far tonight. Keep them coming. Very easy to follow us now at twitch.tv/levelupshow or live from PlayStation by clicking the little heart button. Anybody who follows, we will of course shout you out. And we are done with our level update segments. We can take like one call probably before moving on to topic of the week. So I'm going to sign back in. Guys, Skype ID is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, why don't you take a drink?
Feel free to call in. I will take a drink in a second once I get this banner up. Thank you once again for the Twitch art. It's not working.
Red Dead Sharknado.
Red Dead Sharknado?
Red Dead.
That sounds
Riding,
awful.
Red Dead Riding Hood.
Red Dead Riding Hood, okay. Not bad. I think we were running out of good ones at this point. I think we've gone past that. Well, thank you once again for the Twitch art.
Someone said actually I've heard the worst one out of all of them. Red Dead for Wii U.
Never would happen.
That will be awful. That would be the worst one.
Speaking of
Why
Wii U,
would
we
you
will
have to do that?
be doing a year in review of Nintendo later on in the show.
Next week.
Oh, I have it set up for this week.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was going to do it next week because of all the...
I think an hour is enough time to do TGA and PSX, I hope. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Let's take this call from Chris. Oh my god, never mind. What just happened?
I'm getting a headache again.
Alright, let's try Chris Myers. That
Run
did
the
not work.
light, man.
The
The lights. Because you're trying to read so much and you can't...
See if we can get through to Chris here.
Mark has the laptop. He has a light. I'm in the corner with my little...
That's where you
Fine. Do you want to trade?
Sure.
I'll trade.
Man,
My trade seats.
try calling Chris back. Chris is usually a great caller, so I'd like to talk with him.
This is
Red
still-
Dead versus Blue.
This is still cold. Here, drink. I poured it.
I poured it for you.
Hey, Chris, welcome to the Level Up Show, man.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not a lot. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Nothing. I am sitting in the Riviera Hotel in Vegas. Just got done with PSX.
Oh, my
I forgot.
God.
I forgot he said he was going to call in and talk about it. So that's
Yes.
awesome. Thank you for doing this, man. How was it?
It was amazing. It was way more than I thought that it was going to be. There was a lot more interaction with basically everybody. I mean, you had Shu walking the floor. You had Adam Boyes walking the floor. Scott Rhodey. All the big names are, interacting with people, talking. It was really good. I had a couple of games I did get to check out. Some of the lines were almost unbearable. Like at one point there was a 3-hour wait for the order.
Wow.
And so
I believe that.
By the way, I heard the order was actually really good, and everyone's kind of changing their opinions on it now.
Right.
Supposedly it was like an amazing 30-minute demo, and everybody's changing their tune.
it was, what is it? The demo they showed, I think, was the same one they were presenting.
Yes.
They had 2 demos on the floor. There was a condensed one that was about 25 minutes, and then there was a longer one which is about 45 minutes. But they said it was kind of random, I guess, on like which one you got.
Sure.
There was like 1 in 6 chance you would get the 45-minute
okay.
demo.
Yeah, it was the Zeppelin
but yeah, there
as
was-
it was presented on stage. The Zeppelin where you infiltrate and you have a lot of stealthy moments, supposedly.
Yes, I believe the demo on the floor was the one they showed the kitchen fight.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So what panels did you get to, Chris?
So panels, I checked out the Bloodborne panel.
Okay.
That was really cool. The creator talked about Chalice Dungeon, which they announced.
Right.
So basically, it was like, I took some notes. So it was like, he had a couple of objectives he wanted to do. So like, the first one was strategically keep it fresh and interesting. And then the second was the freedom of sharing the strategies and tactics. So he kind of wanted to get the point across that it was a really community-driven game. Like, he wanted people to know the traps and spread the word. You know what I mean? Like, talk about it online and different tactics people have.
Sure.
I believe the dungeons are also shareable. So I think you'll be able to have your friends try your dungeon, the one that you went through. The demo that he showed during the panel was basically the same one, but it was a little bit more same one showed during the keynote, but it was a little bit more detailed and explained. Like, he went over some of the enemies and strategies and different weapons and stuff.
Very cool.
He talked about player versus player too, which some people were hyped about. And let's see, I think went to the Telltale one too. That one was pretty cool.
What would you say your favorite of the 2 days was while you were there?
Oh man, I don't know. Today was really good. Like, it was, I don't know. Today was cool because it was special because I won one of the tournaments, so I got, that was cool. But yesterday was a little longer. Today it ended at 6 o'clock, and yesterday it went till 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So you had a little bit more time on the floor. There were more panels.
Now, did you get to see A Night Under No Man's Sky, the concert by 60 Seconds of Static? Or 60 Minutes of Static?
Yes, I did.
How'd you feel about that? I was watching it on Twitch, and those guys sounded amazing.
Oh, yeah, it was really cool. The synchronicity between the visuals and the music that was going on was spot on. They were talking about, like, how they had more music that they're working on right now that they couldn't play.
Very good. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really good, though. Got a lot of people hyped.
What other games did you actually get to try out, like, hands-on?
So, hands-on, tried out Until Dawn.
Ooh, nice.
Which was...
Talk
that
about
was really...
Uh-oh.
So, okay, you got...
Sony knows.
He got
Sony knows
Until Dawn. So I want to know what games you actually got to try out. So you got to play Until Dawn. What else was it?
Until Dawn. I got to try Project Morpheus. That the line for that was insane. And then
I heard Mike Amerson
the
tried
big that they were actually they were just handing out like passes with meetup times. So there was a certain time you had to wait in line, and then you had a scheduled appointment.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the demo I got to try was sort of like a hack and slash thing. Basically, this dummy popped up in front of you, and you have two move controllers in your hand, and if you squeeze the trigger on the move controllers, your hands grip is the grip of your hands, and the trigger for firing stuff as well. So,
okay. That's kind of surprising. That's the same demo they've shown often. I guess they didn't have anything new there.
Right.
Oh, there was more. They had the shark one. They had a space one. They had the loom one. They had a cutting the wires one kind of thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, there was did you kind of pick which one you want?
Uh-oh. Real quick, before you cut out all the way, what else did you get to try hands-on?
I think we lost him. I think we're going to have to move on.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm sorry, man. Towards the end here, we're starting not to hear you at all. We're buffering or something with you. But thanks so much for calling in. And maybe call back again later, maybe after things sort out, because we'd love to hear some more about PlayStation Experience. And we're going to talk about that in maybe 20 minutes or less, because the Game Awards isn't near as much of a topic as PlayStation Experience. So thanks again, Chris, and hopefully we'll talk to you very soon.
PlayStation Experience.
I really want to watch you play Until Dawn.
Yeah,
I really want to watch you play Until Dawn.
I actually might. And I probably would be really scared, because that is, when I saw Hayden, whatever her character's name is,
yeah.
I was like, holy crap. Like, that's something that would happen in my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I want to see. I can't wait to see you.
I would
push
have my
through
heart
that.
was gonna race through my chest.
That's gonna be one of the best game streams maybe.
So let's start with the Game Awards. We'll move through this a little bit quickly because a lot of what we saw at the Game Awards was stuff that we saw at PlayStation Experience
Right.
as well. But first off, the very first thing was Mario Maker. Reggie Fils-Aimé came out.
Right.
We got some more, and we're also seeing now for the first
I want
time.
to play this.
Yeah, it looks great, and for the first time we saw that Mario 3 and Super Mario World are both styles that you can
Very
use.
relieving to me because that's what I felt like I was missing from the other one.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Great news there that we get a little bit of Mario Maker. I'm sure. Did you see this, Kristen? That you can actually make your own Mario now through
What?
Mario Maker.
What?
You have like all these tools to make any like style Mario that you want. So.
Could you make it female?
No.
No, I don't think there's any female character that you can play as, but kind of in a little bit big.
Wait,
Planet
what
way.
is this?
You can make your own levels. This guy's making his own levels.
No, wait, what is this though?
Mario Maker.
We've been talking about the same thing for 10 minutes.
Wait, I don't understand. So it's
So it's like
you
Little
can
Big
make your own
Planet where you can
Mario
make your own levels, but Mario.
Guys, we just witnessed a mind being blown.
Yes.
wait, it's only on Wii U though.
Yes, of course it's only on Wii
I
U.
don't have a Wii U.
Being blown in its natural habitat.
No, I don't want to play it on Wii U.
I'm sorry,
Why can't it just be on PS4?
because PS4 does not own Mario.
I don't like the Wii U controller.
Not a lot of people do.
No, the actual controller is
Yeah.
nice, but
Yeah, but you actually design levels with the tablet, as we were
Right.
seeing there, which is a cool idea to use it that way. So that's pretty exciting.
you
After
can get
that,
it for the 3DS.
That might be cool. Do you have a 3DS?
no,
Why not? You have everything else.
I don't know. He has a 2DS.
No, I don't anymore.
She's
He got rid of it.
mad at you for not having a console.
Yes.
How many
True.
people can
Take
say
that to
in
heart.
the world?
After that, we had Kiefer Sutherland come out on stage.
It was
You missed
interesting.
it. And
I can't believe
Wait,
you
what?
missed it. Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland was on stage.
yeah,
When?
during the Game Awards.
For what? For that game?
For Metal Gear, yeah. He did Metal Gear. And he was showing off Metal Gear Online, which...
What did he say?
That looked pretty cool, didn't it?
I was really into that.
He was
It
humbled.
was really badass.
He was saying how much he appreciates the audience and the fans and how it's so awesome to work on this
He was
series.
basically
stuff like
saying
that.
how surprised he was getting into the game culture
Yes.
and realizing that that's a new progression that people in Hollywood need to take.
Did he refer to himself as Jack Bauer?
No, he did not. I'm sorry. But Metal Gear Online looks amazing.
Oh my god, did you watch any of this?
The infiltration, him getting into the mech and just blowing people away, which you guys will see.
It looks really badass.
Yeah, it really does look cool. So this was actually, you saw at the beginning, it was Fox Los Angeles. This was developed in America.
Right, now there is no multiplayer versus in
I don't know how many different modes they're going to have. What they're showing off here is like an infiltration of the base kind of thing.
Right, so it's all co-op.
Which is pretty cool. So that's really exciting. After that, let me keep going actually. We had the best performance. I just want to say real quick that Kevin Spacey lost to Trey Parker
Right.
for best performance in a video game.
That was probably the best. Did you put that in here?
I don't have like the video of it. I just
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
mention that. Oh, we have a little bit more Metal Gear there for you guys to see. Yeah, I just thought that was hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to say, he's like, I love video games. You know, I always have. You know, it's the only place where someone like me can beat out a Hollywood actor like Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
For
Like
voice
Kevin
acting.
Spacey, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Spacey for voice acting.
Yeah.
He was against Kevin Spacey.
Here in the online
comedy.
mode, you can see that you can put little puppies down as distractions.
Right.
That's
Kind of like other
lethal.
Metal Gears where you put porn magazines down and stuff like that. He also does like a weird like teleportation thing at one point in
Well, it
this.
looks like what Smoke does. Quiet does.
There it is right there.
Right. Isn't
See
that
how
kind of
he
what Quiet
teleported?
does?
Yeah, exactly. So he can do Quiet's ability, I guess, in multiplayer.
Or
Like,
maybe it's something that you unlock.
maybe like a perk or something
Yeah.
like that. And now he's in the mech and he's just
Why is
kicking
everyone
ass.
I don't-
chanting Mark.
I don't know.
But really cool. Let's move on from that though. After that, we had Tacoma. Or Tacoma, I'm not sure how to say it, but it's from the creators of Gone
It was
Home,
interesting.
which is the reason you should be excited about
Right.
it. Not a lot revealed in the trailer, very short, very vague, but Gone Home, the Fulbright company being involved,
Right.
reason enough to be excited, guys. So look forward to Tacoma as well. After that, we got Bloodborne, but since we already talked about Bloodborne Sun, and we're going to talk about more Bloodborne later
Right.
at PlayStation Experience, I think we can kind of move on from that a little bit.
I didn't know any of these people, and I feel really bad. 'cause
Did
I
you
mean,
not know Jeff
obviously-
Gerstmann?
Huh?
Jeff Gerstmann, you didn't know? He was in Trending Gamer, Jeff Gersman.
No, I know. I know
Okay.
Jeff Gersman.
Because
Oh wait, hold on. I love this part. Did you put that ending clip? So that look.
Yeah,
this
I
is
saw.
No, watch. Wait.
oh no, after this I think I cut it
did
here.
you?
Yeah.
That was like the best part of the whole fucking
They
video.
take selfies. I know. I kind of have to keep this a little
He
short.
he's Snake's holding him and he's like
Oh,
he's like
I saw
struggling
that- I
into it.
saw
He's like
that
taking a
picture. I
selfie.
saw
It's
that picture,
so
yeah.
entertaining.
A Wii is. It depends on how much you're getting it for. There's some deals for $250, some $300. Yeah, it's a little expensive for what you get for it. Yeah.
Because
But
there's not many games for it, though.
No, there's enough that you would actually play on it.
You would like the Mario stuff for sure.
Yeah.
There's actually a good amount, and those are like the best rated ones. So.
Yeah.
But
This is Tacoma here, guys.
Right.
But with Bloodborne, I'll move on. But Trending Gamer was Total Biscuit.
oh no, this was Gravity the video game.
No, that's not yet. This is Tacoma, I'm pretty sure. Gravity, the video game, was called Adrift, and that comes on later, and that was a really big surprise, and we'll get to the reason why that was a surprise.
Right.
That was really bizarre. I heard the name, and I was like, what? So we'll get to that. We also had Haze Light from the director of Brothers.
Right.
You saw that, right? And they didn't show a lot at all for it. It was just two guys on a train. Let's fast forward a little bit because we're moving through the Game Awards very quickly. Here is Adrift. Now, Adrift, Adam Orth came out on stage.
Right.
Now, if you guys don't know who Adam Orth is, that was the enormous controversy around Just Deal With It when everybody thought that the Xbox One would be a totally online-only machine.
Right.
And he's like, what, guys? His vacuum only uses electricity, blah, blah, blah. Just deal with it. Like, stupid garbage like that.
Like stupid shit.
He got fired for it, but now he's a part of a studio. He's making this game Adrift, which is, as you said,
Gravity the
game.
Gravity.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
watch. Like, you have to basically survive. And you're like...
Yeah, and you have to like find like a little oxygen tank at one point.
Whoa.
It's very slow, I have to say. Like, I hope that it's a little more exciting than this.
Right.
But it's a good idea. It's a good concept. But I thought the real exciting thing was that Adam Orth came out on stage.
It's just really odd that
And
they
even the
chose
audience-
to use him. Like, everybody was like, should I clap
Exactly.
for him?
Exactly. Like, that was totally it. It was like there was a silence, and it was like. Everyone was like, really? Adam Orth?
We don't like you, but maybe you'll say something funny.
Yeah, so that was really funny.
It was weird.
But Haze Light, not a lot to show for that. Just
No.
two guys on a train, kind of just showing the engine and maybe a little bit of tease of like the
Right.
environment. So not a lot to go off of there.
And then we had, well, just let this play, because I don't think did you have anything else for that?
Full Steam Ahead, I have nothing for. I don't even know what Full Steam Ahead
At
is
all.
really.
This was cool concept. It was obviously very early, and it was weird because I was like, it's a lot of odd music and video for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, there was no reason it needed to be this long.
No, not at all.
It was like, what, almost like a 3-minute, 4-minute
Now,
show?
do you think this is just a graphical style they're going for, or is it like?
No, I think it's what
look
they're
at the
going for.
characters. Like the characters are like blocky little,
I like
no
it.
eyes.
I like it,
like,
though. I like that style. I'm
Okay.
liking that style for indie games, for arcade games. I'm liking that style in general. So
After
I'm okay
that,
with this.
we had the first look at the Order 1886 Zeppelin stuff, but they didn't show a lot.
But it looked awesome. Like,
Really
it was definitely you could tell they were trying to go for a completely diverse way of showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are like.
Those are the little characters that are
Is it
like.
repeating itself?
No, it
Or did
was
you just
another
put the
scene.
whole damn trailer in here?
No, it's like cut into little pieces. We had Godzilla at the Game Awards for a second there, and then after that, we had. This was really cool, and the highlight, I thought, of the conference for sure. We had the creators of the original King's Quest come out on stage.
That was really awesome.
Yeah, for like an honorary award.
Now, did you think it was like kind of like, I was watching it with Danielle, and we were just like, that guy really just do that when she gave him the hat, and he was like,
Yeah.
and he took it off?
Passing the baton kind of thing.
Well, no, like, so at the game, did you ever play King's Quest, or do you know what it is?
I've heard of it, but I've
it was
never played
one of the
Sierra.
original, yeah, it was Sierra.
Yeah.
It was one of the original text-based, like pretty much RPG. What did you say? Adventure games.
Yeah, it was like a story-based adventure game, like click, point and click. You know?
But they made like this like little hat thing,
Okay.
and so the original creators came out, and the guys that are now creating it was this guy and this girl, and they came out on stage, and she made this hat, obviously, and she gives it to him, and she puts it on him, and he goes to the stage, and as he gets up to the mic, he just takes it off. And it was kind of like, oh, thanks, fuck you, Grandma, I don't like this sweater for Christmas.
Yeah, that was a little
Like,
awkward.
it
But
was
then he
really
gave it to
weird.
the girl,
But
and
he
then
gave it
she
to the girl,
put it
she
on.
put it on and everything like
Okay.
that. But it was-
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And the other kind of funny thing about that, besides that King's Quest looked really good, I'm really excited for it,
Yeah.
was Neil Druckmann, who is a big fan of Sierra and
Right.
stuff. If you noticed, he takes like a really secret photo in the background, and everybody was like ripped them apart on Twitter, like, you totally took that photo like without them knowing, stuff like this. And then later on he's like busted, and he posted the photo that he took, and all it is like their backs with like the crowd. It's like not even a good photo, but I guess he's such huge fans of them that it was a special moment for him, so he wanted to take a secret photo.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing as well, totally. So that was really cool. King's Quest coming out next year. I'm excited. I played 4, 5, and 6 when I was younger. Those were some of my favorite games when I was a kid.
But you missed a couple things. We saw the new MLB The Show.
Yep.
They were talking about how it's like one of the longest running franchises now for sports games. And it's so highly rated. You missed Until Dawn. We saw the Until Dawn footage, which PlayStation Experience footage was much better.
Yeah, that's why I figured we'll talk about that a little later.
Best shooter was Far Cry 4, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But when I keep saying surprisingly, but when I was thinking, I was like, really, Far Cry 4 won? But then I'm like, what else shooter-wise was worth it this year? The only thing I was surprised at
it's just Advanced Warfare is very...
Right, and I was really surprised I lost to Call of Duty, but I think because of the story and how well done the story was in Far Cry 4 and how immersive it was, there's a lot of things going for it. Witcher 3, you can play as a new character. There's a second playable character.
Really?
And they wouldn't say who it was, but they said it's a part of the trailer, and there's the 2 female characters that are probably one of those, I would guess, is probably
I think it's the other one, the dark-haired one.
Probably is what I'm thinking, too.
Who's the dark-haired woman in Witcher 3? She has, like, staff things, I think?
The only dark-haired woman I can think of in Witcher 3's story is, what's her name? The chick that he's been looking for.
She's the one that sends the bird through the one guy's eye in the CGI trailer,
She's like the...
So
she was with Geralt.
It's hinted that you're going to be able to play as her. Or somebody else.
That'll be cool.
Real quick, best indie game was Shovel Knight, which is now coming to PS4. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. And then you just saw it, Human Elements.
That was... pretty cool.
Looks cool, but at the same time, I'm just like...
It's going to be... I know, you said the same thing.
Another first-person zombie game. Like, it just... Maybe they'll do, like, a twist on it in some way, shape, or form, but I just...
This is the new trailer for Witcher.
If you need to make a twist for your game, then I think you're doing your game wrong. Like, there's so many zombie games already.
So this is kind of cool. This guy, I don't know anything about The Witcher because I never played them before. Mm-hmm. And I'm really into Witcher 3, but he just, like, emits coldness off of him, and I think it's really badass.
He's slim. He's pretty
not
evil.
The slimmest, the second one, the second slim. But someone in this trailer is playable, is what they're saying. There's the one we're talking about, the dark-haired chick, and there's the other one that I was talking about that also is a possibility because she also seems to have some type of ability.
Right, and she looks like a female version of the main character.
Then she might be a Witcher as well.
Maybe, okay.
So maybe that's who you're going to play.
Witchers weren't unique. There's like communities of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're...
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're going to play as her.
Few people, but there's enough of them.
Real quick, Godot says, is DayZ coming to PS4? It is, but it could be a very long time away. Right. Because it's not even coming out on PC until 2016, the final version.
Right.
So, very long ways away. We're also above 200 now, Kristen.
What does that mean?
Just do it again. We're above 200. Thanks for coming in, guys. This is the Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show.
Wait, watch Mark try to do it. He's having a stroke.
That was terrible. Game of the year. We had Bayonetta, we had Hearthstone, we had a few others as well.
What was Hearthstone on there?
I don't know, but
there's a lot
Dragon
of
Age
too.
Inquisition was the winner. Kind of a little surprising.
Again, what else came out this year that was really
Bayonetta 2 was supposedly excellent and reviewed the best of any game on that list. So that was a little surprising for me. And then we ended with what should have been, I thought, amazing, but I have to be completely honest, I was just like...
so bored with it.
Meh.
Right.
That's all I could think was meh.
Now, for a Legend of Zelda game...
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's open world. But they were like, guess what, guys? You get to shoot an arrow from a horse. And I'm like, okay.
You got to do
guess what, guys? Your horse dodges trees. And I'm like, what are we in, 2005?
Not even.
Like, I could shoot like from the horse in Shadow Colossus, aggro dodge trees in Shadow Colossus.
Twilight Princess, you were able to shoot while you're riding a horse.
And the whole entire time he's using the gyroscope, and I'm just like, stop it! Stop!
You were so angry.
This would be so much more easily controlled if you just used a controller. Why are you making it look more difficult?
You did miss a couple things. No Man's Sky looked great at TGS.
Or
TGAs, whatever.
TGA, yeah. What do we call it now?
I don't know. TGAs. That looked great. But how about that musical performance by that really random dude from Sweden or whatever he was from? Remember the dude with the light show?
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
That was really cool, yeah.
That was really
Do a lot
really
of Mario
cool.
and retro music and stuff like that. Very cool.
If you guys haven't seen it, try to find that. That was badass.
But even, like, and I have to say, like, it's okay. It's a year away. But it really, and maybe this has to do with it being open world, it just doesn't look dense. Like, look at all the trees. He's like, this is very densely populated. I'm like, that's
No,
not
it's not.
dense. Those trees are all like 30 feet apart.
Maybe for your alpha version is dense.
Yeah, that's not dense at all. There's no enemies on screen. Like, they find one enemy out of nowhere, and it's a goblin that has like stupid AI. I'm just like, no, this is not.
We got it.
What I'm excited about.
I don't think it was
Drew's
a
not
troll.
impressed.
I think it was a legit question. Did Sony show The Last Guardian at PSX?
They didn't. They did not.
I'm
I'm honestly surprised. I really thought they would. The only thing at E3,
Scrap
I
it.
guess
No, scrap
maybe
it.
they think that the only place they could possibly reveal The Last Guardian is E3 because it's that big.
Maybe a PlayStation-centric event? No, fuck you guys.
Yeah, I really thought, like, this is the 20th anniversary. This was the place to announce it. Well, we're going to get to that.
Scrap it. I'm just saying.
It's dead.
Let's move on to PlayStation
Yo,
Experience.
Can BMC call in now or no?
Yeah, we'll take a pause.
Well, why don't we do a commercial break and then we'll go to callers?
Good idea, because we
done a
haven't
commercial
taken
at all
one yet. We were behind. I think we're on time now.
Sure.
Guys,
Quick
we will be back.
60-second commercial.
60 seconds.
Good?
Yep.
All right. Secret word is...
Snuffleupagus.
No one can spell that.
Yeah, well, that's part of the entertainment. He's right. Snuffleupagus.
Yeah. There you go. Snuffleupagus is the secret word. And if you guys don't know what that means, there's only so many people that actually see the commercial. So the people that don't see the commercial, that just heard that secret word, use it in the chat room and make it seem like a special thing that nobody else knows about.
It's not that long of a commercial.
I know.
I will get us ready for PlayStation Experience.
Hey, Bones, you look so handsome.
And I will open up Skype.
Come here, Bones.
Dude,
Bo, come here. You look so handsome.
I love the spellings.
Everyone's trying to say it.
Hi, baby.
Alright. The Skype is still up on the banner there, so.
Henry, you were so off.
Piggies.
Snuffleupagus.
Red Dead Snuffleupagus.
Look at this adorable puppy.
And BMC's back. Okay, so that means we can take calls. First, we got Dominican. Why not?
No, when you BMC.
Hey, you welcome to the Level Up Show, man. How you doing?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, my friend?
Chilling. I caught your show just recently. I was wondering, did y'all talk already about the Street Fighter announcement, the exclusivity?
We didn't, because that was on the
PlayStation
next
Experience.
part. So we
Yeah.
actually are about to get into our PlayStation Experience talk, which it technically was supposed to be specifically for that. So, how do you feel about that? Do you feel burned, or are you okay with this?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the new Street Fighter. Like, I miss the old style. Like, I don't like how I hate the animation. I don't like how the characters look like. So I miss, like, the old school way of how Street Fighter used to look. So, like, it really didn't, like, I didn't mind. It really didn't, like, bother me or make me feel the same way.
Yeah, I know. Some people are feeling burnt by it. But Sony is not just paying them to not put it on Xbox One as like Tomb Raider. This is the only reason Street Fighter V is being made. Did you spell something?
No.
Okay. The only reason Street Fighter V is being made is because of Sony. This was not going to be made. It wasn't that long ago that Ono actually said, like, we can't make Street Fighter V. It's not feasible.
Right, we don't have the assets.
Sony probably heard that and was like, okay, let's make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
They are co-developing the game with Capcom to make it a reality. That's why it is 100% exclusive, not even timed exclusive.
Right.
I think it's okay. This is
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm okay with it as well, as long as it's because of that, as opposed to just paying to have it exclusive.
Right. There's a lot of understood rage coming out, but
I understand. Yeah, I understand. Right. It makes sense that some people will be upset, but that means you have to get a PS4. This is the way it works. And that's a little bit of the business behind it as well. We're getting a few other calls, and Minikin, we got to move on to those. But thanks so much, man, for calling in.
All right, man. No doubt, no doubt.
See you later, man.
Have a good night,
All
bro.
right.
I love it that he always calls the same way. Yeah.
Pick up BMC music.
I'm about to right now. About to call him back, actually.
Yeah.
Travis, we're calling you right now, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna ignore one user for another one.
Travis, how you doing, man?
Yeah, hey, dude.
There we go. We can hear you. Everything's
Hey,
working
there we
well.
go.
Hey, that worked.
Who's Travis?
Travis
What's up,
is BMC.
Oh, really?
This is BMC, right, Travis?
What's that?
This is BMC?
Music? No.
Oh, man.
Nope.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. That was the call I kept getting. I kept getting a call from Travis. Oh, what do you want to talk about, Travis?
Is that BMC?
Where are you guys from?
We are from New Jersey. How about you?
Oh, it's cool. You guys big into sports or anything, or?
Not
Games?
really, to be honest with you. Not so much into the sports games.
Yeah.
Not you either, right?
No.
I have played MLB The Show. I think that's exciting for people that love that series. It looks great on Next Gen. But how about you? You're into sports stuff?
Anything. I don't know.
Anything.
That's cool.
Okay.
Well, how about PlayStation Experience, man? Did you watch it?
What's that?
Did you watch PlayStation Experience at all?
Yeah.
Big announcements. What was your
How is
favorite?
MLB? You guys like it?
MLB, yeah. MLB looks great. They didn't have a lot to show because it's early, but
No, they were talking about it a lot. You know,
Yeah.
they more so were just praising it. It seems like at that point and announcing.
they
You
choose
guys
their player
getting a
for the
new one?
cover.
It comes out?
Yeah, who was it that they chose?
I'm not sure who they chose, but it does come out in March. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
As usual, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's the usual date, and we'll hear more about it. But it's too early really to say what the new features and stuff are going to be. You're going to have Road to the Show. You're going to have the usual, but I'm not sure what the new additions are going to be just yet. Travis, I'm sorry to cut you off, man, but we got one more call to go back to. Thank you so much for calling
Okay,
in.
well, hey, thanks, guy.
All right, see you later,
Have a
man.
good night, bud.
I didn't see any other call besides Keef Chief.
BMC music.
Keef Chief? I'm sorry.
Can you just
No,
type
Chris
it in?
B.
His name's Chris. Yeah.
Chris, okay. See if this works. I didn't see him calling. I only saw Travis. Doesn't seem like he'd be going through. For Chris. No answer.
Huh.
I'll try it one more time before moving on to
Well,
PlayStation Experience.
tell him. BMC.
BMC, we're calling you, man.
I think so.
I think. There we go. Hey, is this BMC?
This is BMC.
There we go. We got you, man. How you doing, man?
I'm well. I'm awesome. How are you?
We don't hear you great, man. We hear you okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, a couple of things. First off, I wanted to say hello to Andrew, Mike, Mark, Kristen, Bogey.
No.
Hey, man. It's nice to hear from you. It's nice to see you, too. Thanks for calling in.
Absolutely. Also, I want to say hi to Nash. She's awesome.
Yeah, Nashville, definitely. So, man, let's talk about PlayStation Experience. How did you feel about it this weekend?
I'm kind of sick tonight, and I think the thing itself, but I ended up working, so I didn't get to see it. So
Okay.
I want to watch the review on it. But what I did want to talk a little bit about is WWE 15, which I'm a big fan of. And I wanted to know what people thought of it. I wanted to know what people thought of the game.
It's so funny. We got so many huge fans in the
Everybody
chat room.
always wants to talk about it, and I feel bad just because I have no interest in it.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
And I'm sorry to say
and
that.
I feel bad about that because everybody seems to be really into it, but it's just I've never I haven't been into it since we were talking about this. Yeah, when we were younger, we would play the old ones, but I just haven't.
But from what I hear, Chris, I mean, I hear it's okay, but I heard that it's not near as good as last year's, and that's probably because they have a new team on it, and they're probably trying to get it used to the next gen systems, and I bet next year is going to be a lot better than this year's. But I hear a lot of people to talk about it in the chat room with. I know like Miss Amanda's huge into it, and there's a bunch of others as well.
I know the roster in 14 is a lot better than any other roster I've ever seen. But yeah, I did pick it up. I haven't opened it. Waiting for another copy to come in. And it's just one of my two favorite games. Obviously, you guys all know my favorite game, so I don't have to say that.
Yeah, I understand, man. There's a lot of people that agree with you. So we're going to get into PlayStation Experience now. Maybe you can call back later on, Chris.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
See you later, Chris. Nice to hear from you finally,
They said
BMC.
his name is Jesus, not Chris.
Oh, okay.
I said I think BMC stands for Big Man Christ.
All right, I'm going to sign out of Skype for now, guys, because we really got to get into the PlayStation Experience, and let's start off with the showstopper, really, and I don't know why they put it at the beginning. I really don't understand that reasoning there.
Do you want to do this now or after you do Pterodactyl Andrew?
Oh, are you at 250?
Well, for a second we were.
Oh, okay, real quick. Let that play. Pterodactyl Andrew!
Have Bogey come up with
I tried to go for a more pterodactyl sound there that time, instead of just a scream. But I'm kind of surprised they put this at the beginning. This seemed like a show closer than an opener. But we finally got Uncharted 4 Thief's End footage, and I really admire what they did here, because they didn't show a set piece. They showed gameplay, a moment-to-moment gameplay piece. And it's so great because it really shows what they're doing differently than the other ones. It is so open. Like, the verticality, all the different platforms, and the way that he traverses this time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very sandboxy as it was before.
It's not linear at all either.
No.
He's doing the same stuff here. He's climbing all this kind of stuff. But the way he tackles the enemies is... You can see that people can treat it differently. Every single player is going to have a different experience. And the best part, it comes at the end, of course, is that he leaves the area before killing all the enemies. And that's something Uncharted has never done before. It's very linear in that you hit like an arena and you have to kill all the enemies and then you move forward. This one, it's like, I could actually go through this stealthy if I wanted. Right. And you'll see that a bunch here. He goes into very thick foliage.
It's almost like they took a few cues from the new Metal Gear.
Or from Last of Us.
Or
Last of Us, I feel like, is the biggest inspiration on this. So here, this is how he gets his weapon.
And that was very, very similar to other things we've seen in many other games.
Are we going to see non-lethal challenge runs of this done then?
I think it would be amazing if there was a way to go through a lot of the game without killing people. I don't think that'll be the case. Nathan Drake is a serial killer, so I think that he will stick with that. But I think it's really cool that you can hide in foliage like this, look at the surroundings. Look here, this is really cool. He gets caught here, but you can't even tell that that's something you can jump on, as opposed to other Uncharted's, where everything is so obvious. It's like, yeah, that's obviously something I could jump on. This one, you're really going to have to figure out, like, where can I go with this? He goes on top of this. There's a guy there, Last of Us, highlighting them style, drops down, melee system is new here, very cool, look how dynamic it is. The hair actually is affected by the water right there, just all dynamic here. Grabs them, shoots some fire, flips them, and then he goes on to fight again. Very dynamic, very cool melee system.
Sounds pretty cool. This might be the first Uncharted I play.
Yeah, right? Headshot there, and it notified him of the headshot by a different kind of marker. He's started to die here in typical Uncharted fashion, screen going gray. He gets out of the way, and what was really funny is during the live gameplay, he messed up. He dropped to his death and fell through the map, glitching through everything.
Really?
Which was awesome, because it's one of those situations where it's like, is this real? This is the best. Amazing right there. He now has a like, what is it called? Like a hook shot.
Right. Yeah.
He swings it, throws it, goes down. That's going to be another way of really traversing the environment now. But this is all real-time gameplay.
Might be a year first for me. First time I played Uncharted. First time I played through Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
finally, you were missing out for a long time.
I wasn't feeling that way before.
But I thought it was really cool that I almost admire that he messed up and fell to his death, because it shows that it was real. No, this is the official release of the footage that is done the right way. But it didn't mess up the presentation, in my opinion. I thought it actually improved it in a way. Because it's like, yeah, this is real. This is real gameplay footage. Also cool here. What's really cool, normal Uncharted fashion, you just throw them off. No, he grabs your foot this
awesome.
time.
Like in any other game. Game, Assassin's Creed, heck, even Far Cry. Like, you just immediately throw people to your death.
They're trying to switch it up. By all the different tropes Uncharted's done in the past, it's like, oh, everything falls apart. All the people just fall to their deaths. No, like, they're really trying to switch it up a little bit here.
Literally, I played Uncharted 3, I think it was, and everything was exploding all the time. Honestly, I don't know how many times everything you're climbing on.
You feel like Michael Bay made it?
Yeah, I did.
I did.
Everything was just blowing up as I'm climbing across it. If it's not blowing up or falling apart, you're not moving.
Pushed the guy off the ledge there, swung behind him and tricked him. Really cool here as well. He hides behind this in the foliage, lets this guy come by, serial killer fashion. He strangles him to death. There you go. He might have just knocked him out.
Jack the Ripper.
That was a really quick strangle. That guy must have had, like, smallest lungs in the world.
Right?
Like,
this is like my favorite part, though.
Long.
Favorite part coming up.
And I'm unconscious.
Here we go. Wait a second. You gotta watch this. This is Sparta! Down!
What? That was your favorite part?
I love
that
it.
your favorite part?
The hook shot thing
you
was
have-
awesome.
Right, I was gonna say the hook shot thing
No,
was
no,
one
the
of the
hook
best.
shot thing was better.
The way to get dispose of enemies, there's so many different ways, and not only that, the way he slides on the mud, not only enemies can do that, Drake can do that as well now.
I miss this when we used to get like really excited about talking about video games.
Dispose
Remember
of
that part
enemies.
of the show when we used to like really like video games?
Look at this.
Dispose of
Sliding,
enemies or
shooting.
dispose of bodies?
Jump,
The fuck does he
punch. He's got the mud on his back
What the
now.
fuck is this shit? Die Hard?
It's
Like
This
he's
is
like trying like
pulp action amazingness. So, yes, I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. And of course, at the end, we got a little bit of a twist. You meet a new character, and the new character calls Drake little brother.
Right.
So
And who is it?
It's Troy Baker.
Oh my god!
So that's awesome. Troy
Everyone
Baker.
loves Troy Baker.
Yeah, he was the
He's
voice
great.
of Joel in The Last of
Yeah.
Us, which was another Naughty Dog game. So they're keeping it, in the family, I guess you could say. I think it's really cool. This was a long little trailer here, so I'll fast forward to the very end when you
Can you
see.
show me where he falls to the ground?
No.
Well, here's a typical Uncharted moment here. I'll let this play in typical Uncharted fashion.
Everything
The thing
falls
that you're
apart.
climbing on falls apart. So here we go. It's also a little obvious here. You can see the hand grabs. So they still kind of give you indications of things you can grab on. But here it goes.
Womp womp.
And... Uh-oh! What's happening? Things falling apart. We got to get up before it falls down.
Where's the helicopter that's gonna come in and blow up everything?
Yeah, right. And really cool here, another thing to note is no longer pre-rendered cutscenes. It immediately went into the cutscene because cutscenes are now real time in-engine footage. So it was very seamless there. And there, now we meet the brother. I don't think know his name yet, but as we were saying, he's voiced by Troy Baker. He is an older brother. So.
Alright, Nathan Fillion.
Right?
And you can see here, like in-game graphics, the character model that they originally showed off in that first reveal trailer. This is that model, but not quite as detailed because it's not pre-rendered. So it looks absolutely amazing.
But still, yeah, I was gonna say it still looks
Looks stunning, and they have a year.
I was gonna say they have a long time still to develop.
And the best part is, with pre-alpha, this was locked at 30 frames per second already. So I'm imagining they're probably going to get to 60 by the time this game
That would be
releases.
amazing.
So
That I think Uncharted is going to be their like flagship game to
Yeah.
show what this is. Like everybody was hoping that was going to be The Order, but I really think it's going to be Uncharted.
yeah, I'm a huge fan of Uncharted. It's one of those fun games. And Naughty Dog is my favorite developer probably right now. And I think it's cool that they're going from The Last of Us to back to Uncharted, which is much more fun and lighthearted. And you heard the humor in there too. They had the humor. It's back. They're not getting rid of it with all dark, somber stuff.
It's
So-
back.
Yeah, definitely. After that, we had a little bit of MLB 2015. This was a little quick thing. It was how do you say that name?
Pewig?
Pewee.
I'm pretty sure that's the cover
Exactly.
athlete. So he's going to be on the cover of the game this year. After that, we finally found out what Killstream is. Now,
Yeah.
there was no trailer for it, so we don't have anything to show.
Can
but
you believe that it was a violent game? Because I could.
no, I couldn't. And
Really?
it is done by Sony San Diego, which is unusual because San Diego is only really known for MLB. So they have
Right.
they have two teams now at San Diego, one working on MLB, and now they had the second one that's been working on Killstream for a while. That was trademarked many months ago, and we've been waiting to find out what it would be. Now we know. After that, we got Bloodborne gameplay. Now we got a little bit of. No, I guess I skipped that. We did not show any Bloodborne
surprised you didn't
gameplay,
put-
but we had a Chalice dungeon, is what we saw a
Right.
little bit of, which looks really great because it's procedurally generated
Right.
for people that go down there. And we talked about this in one of our previous shows that it's the only dungeon that is procedurally generated.
Yes.
So the rest of the game, don't have to worry. Dark Souls, Demon Souls fan, you still have your typical dungeon fashion, but if you want to go below Yharnam to something always new, you can go down to the Chalice dungeon.
Also, Dark Souls 2 is getting a release for PS4.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I did not hear that.
Dark Souls
Did-
2.
how do you just-
I did not hear that. I missed that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was what was that Friday?
Yeah, that was like
that?
2 weeks ago.
Thank you for the
At least
Twitch
a
hearts.
week ago. Yeah, they announced that.
It was like this week, maybe.
Real quick, I haven't acknowledged so many Twitch hearts in a while. We got a bunch here. Thank you to, oh my god, so many. First of all, a YouTube subscription from Cassie. Then we had, for Twitch hearts, we had The Crazed Joker, Slackjaw, The Awesome Media, Lil Dre, Baby Mama, Nika, Legion Fox, Gano Actual, Greater Dude, I think, The Kush,
We'll
Tyrest,
switch up.
Supersonic,
I'll take it.
Jericho, Akaz, I'm not sure how to say that name. It's like Swag Jr., Kaz Slater, Cake Girl, PDG90, F Fink, Hayato. Thank you for the YouTube subscription from Fluffhead. Back to Twitch Hearts. Finally, we had K1 Ghost and Jay Jones. Thank you all of you for your Twitch Hearts. It's very easy to follow us now, guys. Just click the little heart button live from PlayStation or go on twitch.tv/Level Up Show and follow us there if you want to get notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live. Now,
What was the next one on there?
I actually have the volume on this.
Are we talking about No Man's Sky at some point?
We will, of course, talk about No Man's Sky.
Did you skip a couple things?
I didn't put every trailer because I knew I couldn't. There's too many of them. After that, we had Destiny DLC with Dark Below, a little bit of footage.
Nice. For those of you that are still playing, I did find out a little bit more about it. There's some guns that you're going to want to keep an eye out for, including we had the Devil You Know, which is a handgun. Yeah, we have the Devil You Don't, which is another handgun. We have Time on Target, which is a pulse rifle. No Land Beyond is an exotic sniper, and Dragon's Breath is that really cool, like World War II shark-mouthed rocket launcher.
Okay.
They have. So those are the ones that people are going to really want to look out for.
Very cool. Then we had a really funny moment. Adam Boyes came out to talk about Ultra Street Fighter 4 coming to PS4.
Right.
And then he ends it, and he's like, "Oh, what are you guys expecting? Some other Street Fighter announcement?
Right.
That's weird." Like, it wasn't supposed to leak. We now know for sure that that was an early leak, and it was supposed to be probably the megaton
Right,
of the
that was
conference.
supposed to be like the huge thing. That
Yeah,
was a bomb
it really sucks that got ruined by
But it was
Capcom.
what was it that he came out and he was like, hold on, let me check Twitter to make sure that.
Yeah, to make sure NeoGAF didn't get a hold of this yet. And
he goes on the floor. He's like, hold on, let me check. Okay, no, it's not posted on NeoGAF yet. We got new news.
and that was, I think, Killing Floor 2.
Right.
And I never heard of Killing Floor 1, to be honest with you. But it looks like
it was a bit of a cult hit on PC. And it was a big... it was like sort of like an arena shooter, but it functioned more like a horde mode.
Okay.
So you'd have different waves. There was different classes with unique abilities or weapons that you can use.
Yeah.
And it was just brutal.
Yeah, it looks like zombies / like infected people.
Monsters.
Okay, monsters.
It's just monsters, like hellish
It looked brutal.
things, and you can like dismember them. It's really twisted.
Darkest Dungeon is coming to PS4 and Vita. No, and then we have, which I think looks really
This
cool.
looks really cool. You'll probably like this. It's called The Forest.
This is called The Forest, yeah.
I actually was watching some gameplay of the Forest Alpha a couple months ago. Some guy was going through it.
What do you think?
It's definitely interesting. The alpha was really, really buggy, so it's difficult to judge it from there. It's interesting and has a lot of potential.
It starts off kind of like Lost, where you crash land on like a location, but then it goes to hell.
To me, it reminds me of Lost meets Myst.
Yeah, you've got cannibals. They take your son.
Oh wow, that's bad.
Intense.
Well, it opens up with that. So you crash land on the plane, you kind of regain consciousness, and you see these people there, and then there's like this kid, and they take the kid away, and you're like, well,
that escalated quickly.
But it also has like tower defense, where you're actually building your fort.
Yeah, the resource gathering can be kind of monotonous. You need to chop down trees and gather plants. You can starve to death, so you have to go out and gather food.
So it's a
plants.
survival action tower defense game.
Cool.
Kind of, and the construction's very free flow. Like you can kind of build things however you want to.
Right.
And
I saw that. You saw that.
You can like really jury rig something. So
that's awesome.
There aren't like defense towers built in, but you can totally stack a bunch of stuff on top of each other and then build your own little tower. Throw Molotov cocktails from.
Now I think one of the biggest surprises of the conference is how much Vita support there was.
Yeah, there was a lot. Not only just at PSX, there was a lot at TGA.
TGA, yeah.
So I was really surprised.
We got Geometry Wars coming to Vita.
Right.
Orcs Must Die is coming to both. There was a bunch of other ones they're doing both like PS4 and Vita. There was a whole bunch of 7 actually. Bastion, which we're seeing right now, that's coming to Vita. But before we get to that, EA came out to celebrate the 20th anniversary with some awesome
welcome
news.
surprise. Now there was a couple of them. There was one that was like really like okay, thanks.
Yeah.
There was another one that was good, and there was one that was, in my opinion, really good. The one that was like okay, thanks was the PS3 one. PS3 I thought got a little burned. I mean, I guess they're trying to build up the anticipation and the hype, so they gave you guys Mirror's Edge for free.
Yeah.
But that was what, almost 10 years ago?
No, it wasn't 10. That's for sure.
8 years ago.
I
was still living at my dad's
It was
house at
mid
that point.
PS3 life.
I
Whatever
was
that
living
was.
at my father's house. It had to be at least 8 years ago.
Okay. It's possible. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it was early in the PS3 life, then maybe. But I was gonna say like 6.
November
maybe.
2008.
6.
No. What?
Yes, 2008 is 6 years ago.
2008,
Sorry.
2004.
Shut up. Stop it.
14.
Stop it.
Minus.
Stop it.
8.
All right. The other one that was for PS Vita was pretty good. It was Need for Speed Most Wanted. It was a good game, and for Vita it was pretty good. I hate you so much. But the one I liked, and this is just because I liked the game, I thought it was fun. They gave everybody who has a PS4 has Plants vs Zombies. Now you have to get these games by tonight.
Yeah, guys, do it right now.
If you haven't gotten it yet, go on your secondary device and put it into your cart because as of tomorrow, it's gone completely.
Yeah.
So.
But as we were saying, Bastion coming to PS4 and
Such a
Vita.
good game.
And I've never played it, but I always hear you.
I played it on the iPad. I waited a little bit too long for it, but I played on the iPad. And it was very entertaining. I mean, obviously the voice narration sometimes it's like okay, I get it, but that's actually what really drew me into the game was that it was really interesting. That it was always describing everything I was doing in a really interesting way.
I like your sweater.
Thank you. It's actually really old. I've worn it many times.
Some more Twitch hearts here. Thank you to L. Hamilton, Jay Hayden, Rafiki, Brett, Assassins, BMK Smokes, Righty, Beastat Games, Arco, and again, Jay Jones. Those are all more Twitch hearts, another 8 of them. Keep them coming, guys, by clicking the heart button or following at twitch.tv/levelupshow. After Bastion, really awesome news because I hear phenomenal things about this game. It won Best Indie Game at the Game Awards on the Wii U, but Shovel Knight is coming to PlayStation 4.
That's not all.
And that's not all.
But wait, there's more.
It comes with Kratos as a boss battle.
Yes.
As a boss?
Yes.
That's insane.
Let's be honest, Kratos is the boss.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so I think that's really cool. And he's talking about not even just him being like a boss, but they're trying to make like shovels of chaos, maybe.
That would be awesome.
Here it is right here. Really cool.
I would not want to fight Kratos.
Right? I'm done. You took out Zeus. Fuck me then.
That looks like such a cool game. I was looking at the Twitch streams today for PlayStation
really
Experience,
cool.
and they had a 30-minute gameplay demonstration of it on PS4, and it merges so many great games. Obviously Mega Man, but also DuckTales with like the bouncing, the pogoing. Looks really great. This is called Severed, and the first thing I thought of was Fruit Ninja. But because that's all it is like Fruit Ninja. You're just like swiping
really?
the screen. It's on Vita, and you're just like dicing enemies up by swiping the screen. Watch. Fruit Ninja. Right?
Fruit Ninja with monsters.
With monsters.
Right.
So
yeah, you're right.
So pretty much that's all I thought of. It's a Vita game, so you're using the touch screen, but I don't know what else there is to this game besides swiping the screen to sever body parts of monsters.
I really hope that they put in some, oh god, what was the...
Don't they ever have that game for the DS? I think it's called WarioWare Touch. Like,
Don't
I think
know.
it's the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah, almost all those games
I hope
are
they
like
put in like
slap
some
touch.
Dead Space references.
And then after that, another Vita game. Like as I was saying, they really
Did you
supported
put
the
a lot
Vita.
of trailers in here?
This one, the Skytorn. Yep.
I mean, okay.
They're short, that's why.
Okay.
They're only a minute long each. Skytorn.
Only a minute?
Yeah, only a minute. Skytorn, haven't heard of this. Has anybody else heard of this?
I haven't heard
The first thing I thought of was actually Axiom Verge.
Yeah.
I thought it was Axiom Verge for a moment, but it's different. It's got a female character, kind of Portal-esque. As I was saying, very short. There you go, Skytorn. But it looks like some cool stuff here. Very cool pixel art style game. I think it's also coming to PS4, so that's great news.
Reminiscent of Metroid.
Of course, Metroidvania style, but coming to PlayStation 4, and I'm pretty sure Vita as well. So a lot of support for the Vita there. After that, we of course had the final addition to the chemical infiltration Arkham Knight stuff. Which, funny enough, I thought the very first video was the best one.
Probably the best one out of all.
By
Me
far.
too.
Not even by a little bit.
I'm glad I'm not alone in that.
Yeah, I thought it was by far
This
the
was
best.
very weird though.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Just I mean, obviously they're showing a different character, so it's going in a different direction for the trailer, than the other ones were.
Yeah.
But it was just I don't know. It was different.
Yeah, I mean the game looks great. I just thought that it was kind of funny that they revealed the very first best trailer first. I thought they would have saved the best for PlayStation Experience. That wasn't really the case in my opinion, at least. But the game looks phenomenal. I can't wait for June. I will definitely be playing.
I'm really surprised how versatile. I don't think we talked about this. I'm really surprised how versatile and how much use you're going to get out of the Batmobile.
Yeah.
I was really afraid it was going to be like, hey, here's the Batmobile. you can get from A to B with it. You know, like a lot of times they do with stuff like that, but no, like I don't know if you saw it, but like I mean, there's like a whole arena area where you have to blow up other tanks.
And here we go, the Megaton.
Right. Now I can't believe he said he didn't like the character art, because I actually like it. I think it brings a fresh look at the characters without making him too 3D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they could have gone much more, pseudo-realistic with this, but they stayed very cartoonish, very classic in a way, with bringing it to modern age.
They still kind of had that paintbrush effect a little bit, but yeah, it's not quite as cartoony as 4 was. And this is pre-alpha footage. It says it right down at the beginning. Right. So this is very early. They're going to improve this a lot. I don't think this will come out until very end of next year at the earliest. I think this is a good ways away still. But they just wanted to let us know that it was coming, and it's going to be playable at the Capcom Cup. So that's pretty cool as well. So that was the Megaton announcement that got ruined by Capcom themselves on YouTube the day before. I don't know how they messed that up. Like, you have to hit publish. Like, how did you mess that up? How did you publish a video a day early? It's like that's not an easy thing to do.
Some intern just got let go.
Yeah.
Somebody's done.
Yeah. But some smaller announcements once again after that.
And they made it like it was a huge thing. I mean, it's a nice thing to do, but they're bringing Yakuza 4, 5, and Dead Souls over to PlayStation 4.
This was called #building the list.
Yes.
Now, the reason that they did this is because these are the games people are asking for.
Right.
These are the top requested games that these guys, Gio Corsi, Adam Boyce, are getting at PlayStation. That was one of them. I'll pause this for a little later. The other ones were Suikoden, which is considered one of the best RPGs ever, so I understand that. Towerfall Ascension to Vita, Octodad to Vita, Super Time Force to Vita, with, as we see here, I think this is unbelievable, Shuhei Yoshida is going to be in Time Force, Super Time Force. And the best part is his weapon is Twitter. He shoots out tweets.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
You're about to see
I didn't
it. Hold
watch
on.
it. I had to do something, but oh my god.
I really want to see him shoot tweets.
Yeah, give it 1 second. It's about to come up right now.
Is it the text that he shoots?
Yes.
What? Look at this.
Here you go. He shoots hearts, like tweet hearts. There's shut the F up. And then look at this one. I love PS4 tweet. He shoots out tweets.
Awesome. Oh my god, I want this game so bad now.
Yeah, definitely. I heard really good things about this, and this was, I thought, like Xbox One's like big indie thing. I thought this was exclusive. So maybe it was timed, but it's now coming to PS4 and Vita, so that's really exciting with Shuhei Yoshida. That's what's really cool is they're bringing these games to PS4, but they're not just doing that. They're adding Kratos. They're adding Shuhei.
Doing extra stuff to it.
Yeah, really cool. Yeah, there you go. PS4 and Vita. I was right. So that's really cool.
But they're also bringing the Banner Saga, which has been loved by a lot of people. Resident Evil Revelations 2 to the Vita. Gang Beasts.
Yeah, let's get to that.
PS4 and Vita.
Look at this trailer. Did you see the Gang Beasts trailer?
Yeah.
It's so amusing. It's like they're taking really crazy action set pieces you would see in like Michael Bay films.
And just put it out there, I think Double Fine is one of the most entertaining studios out there.
Yeah. And it's just like so ridiculous looking. With these like, like the grinder that you see in an action film, an amusement park, like skyscraper, furnace, like they're all like these classic action set pieces, jumping from, truck to truck, but it's these really crudely animated like enemies, like a chicken, like it's just so ridiculous looking.
Oh, this is awful.
That's like a scene out of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory there, where they're floating from like the fans. So this looks really, really fun.
Oh, I want to play this.
Yeah. I would play this for $1. But that's called Gang Beasts. That's coming to Vita and PS4.
When you get a break, I need to tell you something.
Right now, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Apparently, Greg has a Bob Marley tattoo on his left butt cheek.
Is this the
No, he
truth?
doesn't.
Yes, that's what he says.
I call bullshit.
No, he said he's very serious.
We're going to have Skype open right
and
now.
he said he would send a picture.
Yeah, picture or get the fuck
You
out.
got Skype right here. You can call in and show your butt
All
live.
right, hold on, stop. Pause.
No, we can't call in and show the butt live.
Yes.
That's like
First off,
belated
let's go
bans.
through this.
Don't
Broken
do
Age
that.
and Gang Beasts are coming to PS4
So
and
excited
Vita.
for Broken
Now,
Age.
finally,
Yes.
fucking A.
What if he did, though?
We'll find out hopefully soon.
I can't wait for
No, he
this.
doesn't.
Grim Fandango.
Have you played this ever?
No.
I want you to play this. I think you would find a lot of charm out of it. Me and Pat used to play the shit out of this game. It was one of our favorite things ever. it's so entertaining and so well written. I mean, obviously, back in the, even then, the controls were very tanky and awful. But they apparently have updated them. They've done a lot. But it's very creative.
Mm-hmm.
It's an action, it's a venture puzzler, type thing. But it's very interesting, very creative. Run, you pigeons! It's Robert Frost. That saying, that quote will stay with me forever.
But not only that, they had like a just one more thing moment, and they revealed that what's it called? Day of the Tentacle is also coming to PS4 remastered and PC.
You didn't put it in there, but the Grim Fandango is actually releasing in January 16th.
Oh man, that's not that far away at all.
No, that's what I thought you knew that.
No, I didn't know it was that close. I knew it was. I thought it was spring. I didn't realize it was that early.
Yeah, it was January 21st or something like that, I think.
Before this, let's just say that Fat Princess is coming.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Fat Princess Adventures, I think it is, isn't it?
And then we had this really, really bizarre, charming trailer.
It was really weird.
For what time?
I like it.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it obviously has charm, but like, what else are you gonna do in it?
I have no idea, but this is. I mean, you can so tell this is from the guy that did Katamari Damacy.
Right.
Like, so obvious, just weird. But yeah, I don't know what the game's about, but it's charming in a weird way. I'm excited to find out what you do in it. So yeah, another game coming to PS4. They announced a lot of games. If you guys can't tell, there was like 40 games at PlayStation Experience.
Oh, it's nuts.
After that, we had something that I think looks really cool and something that was kind of leaked over a year ago. It's from Giant Sparrow, the guys that worked on the Unfinished Swan.
I think we talked about this a little bit.
A long, long time ago, the trademark was revealed for Edith Finch, and that's not the name of the title necessarily. It is What Remains of Edith Finch,
right.
And it has kind of a little bit of a Gone Home vibe. But it's something about, like, you see the deaths of people throughout their lives.
Yes.
And you play the daughter coming home in a Gone Home kind of way.
What's he say, Gone Home?
It's very. That's the vibe that I got. I got a Gone Home vibe, but it's still vague. There's not a lot to go off of. Besides that, it looks a little bit more ambitious for sure than Unfinished Swan.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. I liked Unfinished Swan a lot. It wasn't like on the scale of maybe Journey or Flower, but for the first game from a studio, I thought it was very promising, so I'm excited to see. I think they have like a trilogy of games coming to PlayStation. That's their contract.
Right.
Kind of like that game company did.
So now, did you put the orders in gameplay in this? Why don't we go to that? Because that, I think, was one of my favorite parts of the whole conference.
Here you go.
Here, Mark, this is the new gameplay from the order.
And as Chris was saying, this is the kitchen gameplay where you're shooting, the pots and pans are flying everywhere, and there's some stealth moments. It's a lot gorier than I was expecting. You have like a triple barrel shotgun that just blows people's heads off.
Oh my god.
Yes. Like you'll see at the...
Why were you not expecting it to be this gory?
I thought like the monster gore would be there, but I didn't think you were going to be blowing humans' heads off. There you go, right there. I think that guy's head was blown off. You actually see him look at someone's head at some point, I'm pretty sure. Like that's... There it is. That guy's head was blown off. He was missing a head. So... I was a little surprised.
Mark's over here. Did you hear Mark over here? He's like, "Whoa, cool!" Like,
that's so brutal.
But they're trying to make the game actually feel claustrophobic by keeping you really up close, but having tight corridors. It's supposed to feel that way. It's not like an unintentional thing. So
I like how here, like, I mean, he's not playable, but he tells him to get cover. He's like, Galahad, get cover.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So that's actually really cool that your character is interacting just as much as they are with you.
Now there's I'm not sure what it's called. It's like the black liquid. I'm trying to remember. But when you drink that, you actually get like slow down, like time, kind of stuff, like Matrix style. That's what happens if you decide to activate that. That's like a really fast pistol there that he has. There's multiple weapons in the game, and that's what I'm hearing is really cool. People are very excited about how many weapons there are. Not only that, it looks so much better in person than it does in footage, is what everyone's saying. Like, none of this is doing justice.
We're looking at
it's a dark game. It's very dark, yeah. And unfortunately, the Playroom doesn't do very well with that. Check it out, guys. It looks much better in person even than it does on video, but you guys can't even see that. So really, check it out. It looks phenomenal.
They also talked about the Tearaway PS4. They showed some new gameplay.
Yeah.
Did you have a thing of that?
I think I have a little bit of Tearaway Unfolded.
I don't really want to watch too much of it because it's not like we haven't seen all this before.
Yeah, but they're trying to adapt the game. You don't have the touchscreen anymore, so they don't have like the popping the finger through anymore. It's more about the controller.
Touchpad, though.
You have the touchpad, but you don't have the back touchpad for pushing your finger through. So they decided to change it around in that the DualShock has all these different things you can do, like bringing things into it, hearing them inside the controller, throwing them back into the world with the touchpad. So that's what they're doing instead. I need a drink. My God. But they do have the PlayStation camera, so you still do have that. you outside the world,
Right.
the messenger delivering, a letter to
Right.
you. It's still the same kind of concept there.
Yeah, it looks charming. It looks like something I'm probably going to play because, like you said, it was one of your favorite things that you played on Vita.
Yeah.
So I want to play it on the PS4 when it does come out. I might not buy it, but I definitely want to play it.
It's such a charming, imaginative game.
Now,
really
did you
is.
put the other Until Dawn?
Yes,
game
I
on
did.
there? This is awesome. I love this. This
Now-
is so cool. I love the fan interaction.
Yes.
And he even said that. He's like, I really love it how much interaction there was in this.
And the thing is, that was so,
No.
what? He does?
Pause it.
Really?
Now, is there a timestamp on
No,
that?
there's no timestamp. I
Well, no,
can't
then I don't
tell.
believe it's him. Just no.
Nope.
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 Get the
Zoomed
fuck
in too
out.
close. First
What? Do you need to see the butt
Yes,
crack?
I want to see the butt crack, yes.
Yep.
All right, Craig. You need to show the butt
No,
crack.
no. Okay. It needs to be far enough away that we can see where it's located at on the body, and you need to have a piece of paper with your name and date
Yes.
on there.
No,
next
he's
to
right.
it.
Because otherwise it's bullshit.
Otherwise,
You can
it's
get it
just
from
something
Google.
from the internet.
Right.
Okay.
Timestamped.
Anyway.
Timestamped or it's not valid.
This really made me smile because you could tell he didn't expect that.
Right.
It was organic, and he's like, oh, like the crowd is like screaming out
Right.
options, and he starts beaming, like he has this huge
He was,
smile.
he was very happy because I think it was one of the first times where I think he knows that people are going to like the game, but I
Yeah.
don't think he realized how much people were going to like the game, and that really showed.
And this just confirms that on Twitch, this game is going to do really, really
no
well.
one's going to be able to see any of this.
No, probably not.
So,
It's dark.
Right. I don't know if you want to really.
But yeah,
go into the whole
Hayden
thing.
Panettiere is the main character, and in a Heavy Rain style way, you have choices on how you want that character to survive. Like you might choose to throw a vase, or you might choose to run. You might choose to hide under a bed,
Which
or
you shouldn't
might
do.
choose to
You
run.
never hide under the bed.
Always run.
Right.
But
So-
it looks really fun and B-movie, kind of dumb.
I can't wait to play this with family, with friends, everybody. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
be one of my favorite games to play. I think.
Yeah, and I really hope that they try and find a way to do interactivity on Twitch. Like
Right.
maybe have people vote on which way you should go. I don't know.
Right.
That could be a lot of fun. I really hope they try and figure that out because it was fun in Dead Nation.
I just love Hayden's magical towel that never seems to come off or slip.
Definitely.
The entire time she slides under a bed and the towel stays wrapped on her perfectly.
Let Go Me says, "Save the cheerleader, save the world."
That's awesome.
A show that was amazing for the
now,
first season.
how about the biggest troll of the night?
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Pause
We're
it.
gonna do it. Are
Here
gonna
we
do it?
go.
Uh-oh.
What really
ma-
mashes my joysticks? You fast forwarded it, I think.
Did I?
Yes, you did. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me back up. If I can.
Pause.
You hit pause, but somehow fast forwarded. I'm not sure how you did that.
You did both.
I did both.
Congratulations.
Tearaway, Until Dawn.
Take a quick commercial break?
Yes, let's take a quick commercial break while I catch my breath so that I can really yell.
All right, guys. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay tuned.
What would you guys do
Oh, hold
if
on.
it's really time stamped?
You good?
If it's
Secret-
true, that'll be hilarious.
Secret word is Sylar.
Okay.
I don't know how to spell that.
Sorry.
Sylar.
Yeah.
Sylar.
Anyway, what were you
I
saying?
kind of believe him.
No, I don't. I say no.
He's doing a time. He said he's going to write on a piece of paper.
No, he's full of it.
Yeah, I say
No,
no.
he's full
If
of
he
it.
does this, is there any way you could put it up on the screen for us?
No.
As long as
I
there's
don't
no
want to put it
as long
up.
as there's no butt crack,
No.
can I just
You
show
wouldn't
this?
get away with it.
No.
I
You don't
can't
think
just
so?
show
No.
this. I can't just show
You
that.
can show that, obviously, yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
that doesn't
gonna
mean
show
anything. I can
butt
find that. You know what? I have that
Well,
too.
what if he timestamps it?
What is he gonna do? Write on it in pen?
No, right
He's
with
gonna
a
hold up
piece
a
of
piece of
paper and
paper.
hold it next to his butt.
I'm telling you,
Tell me he's not.
it's
him.
not true.
He said he got it in high school.
I'm telling you that.
Talk 57. Timeout. I'm new. Is this real content? Love it. Yes, we are real.
Love
Actually,
it.
Well, we're partially real. I'm
I think we're
cyborg.
back.
I'm a cyborg, and everybody else here is real. See, fleshy.
And we're
Squishy,
back.
Squishy, squishy, squish.
Welcome to the Level Up Show. We have people asking what the hell this is. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk all the biggest gaming industry news. Topic of the week this week is the Game Awards and, of course, PlayStation Experience. We're about to get to what I consider the biggest troll in gaming history. But real quick, guys, if you haven't followed the show yet, very easy to do. Click heart on the Live from PlayStation or follow us from Twitch at twitch.tv/levelupshow. That way you get notifications whenever we go live. Okay. So let me
very
set
happy
the
about
stage
this.
here. Let's set the stage.
For those that didn't watch the
Yes.
PS experience.
I'm feeling real good. The show is going really well, and I'm waiting the entire time because I really had a feeling Square Enix will come out at some point. But they announced that Hashimoto is coming out. Now,
And
Hashimoto is the big guy. He's the head. He's the guy.
And at this point, me and Drew are talking, and I'm just like,
Yes.
maybe? And we're just waiting for it.
I honestly didn't expect anything. I really did not.
No.
But Hashimoto comes out, which told me that something big was coming because he's the big guy. And he comes out, and the very first thing he freaking says is 17 years ago, an iconic franchise. And I just flipped shit.
And mind you, now, I had to set this too because I was watching it. Now I was working. I was in a store covering, and I was supposed to be going over stuff, and I was doing an assessment of the location. And I'm sitting there on the computer watching it secretly. You know, it's like popped up in my little thing on the side, like a bottom corner. And I'm just like sitting there. You just hear me in the side. I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And
watch the replay because it's exactly the same thing.
There are guys around me that are just like looking like, what the fuck are you doing?
Watch it. My face literally drops. The moment he said 17 long years ago, I go, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then Final Fantasy VII logo pops up on screen, and then I just go like this, and then he says, comes back to PlayStation. My arms raise up. I go, it's happening. And then for a moment, I'm still waiting it.
So bad.
You see old school Final Fantasy VII footage, and I'm like, is it happening? And I'm just like waiting, and everybody I think was waiting at this point to see it transform into remastered, remade footage.
Right, it's all old stuff, so we're like, all right, any second.
It's just not
coming,
happening.
And it never does.
It's just not happening.
The girls never came! And the girls never came!
And if you watch the video, you just see my face slowly just start to go like this. And I'm just like, it's a port, isn't it? It's a freaking port. And it's not even just a port, it's the PC version, which a lot of people don't even consider the good one. A lot of people consider it inferior to the original PlayStation.
Oh, were you expecting a remake?
Kermit. Kermit, he has trophies, okay. But oh my god, did they not realize that when he came out and they did this build-up of 17 years ago, the crowd was shown. Everybody flipped. Everyone thought it was happening. And then it goes back to the crowd after they see it, and the crowd's just like... I still haven't recovered.
I saw like the back and forth.
I still have not recovered. I'm so pissed.
Now, I did bring this up. Do you think that they know how big of a troll that was and they're doing that on purpose?
Honestly, no. I think they're oblivious. I think they're completely
How could
oblivious.
they be that oblivious, though?
Why announce Final Fantasy Versus 13 before the PS3 was even out, and then never release it the entire generation? Because they're freaking idiots. I love Final Fantasy, but they're freaking morons over there.
Hold on, did you see what Mark just posted? Mark words.
I have no idea what's happening on there.
Shit.
Here's the thing. The thing that I think is the most depressing about this, and I'll play a little bit of footage now of what they actually showed, is I think this confirms that we will not see a Final Fantasy VII remake.
Ever?
Why?
They teased it, so it's not gonna happen.
Well, why would they ever release the old version on PS4 if they were in development of making it on PS4 already? This destroys future sales. They've now brought the game to the system. People can play it. They will play it for trophies. There's going to be a lot of people that do buy this that haven't played it in 5 years or so. They would not have done this if they were in development on Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I think especially on PS4 this generation, you will never see the Final Fantasy VII Remake now. And that is the most depressing thing of all for me, is that it's done. It's over. And to quote Morpheus, I dreamed a dream and now the dream is gone from me. Or something like that. It's over, guys. The dream is dead.
Is that from Morpheus or is that from Les Mis?
Oh!
The dream is dead.
I do have to show you something before, just because I'll forget otherwise. A buddy of mine, not a buddy of mine really, just somebody that works for me, has a tattoo that I think you're gonna like a lot.
The meteor or something? Wow, that's commitment
Hold on.
right there. Jeez.
The entire
sleeve is Final Fantasy VII. That's dedication. Ooh. And the thing is about Final Fantasy VII is I told myself many, many years ago, I played Final Fantasy VII when it came out in 1997, And I played it probably once more, maybe a year or two later. And after that, a year's passed and I hadn't played it, and all these rumblings of it eventually being remade came about. And I decided at that point that I will never replay Final Fantasy VII until it is remade.
I
never
agree with that.
So I will not get this. So everyone's like, "Oh, you'll buy it, Drew." No,
I don't think you will.
I will not
you
get
just played
this.
it last generation, and when I say last generation, I'm talking like 3 or 4 years ago.
7? No,
Yeah.
I haven't played 7 since I was like probably 13 years old.
I thought then how do you have it for?
I have it on PS1 and I still didn't play it.
You had it on PS3.
And yeah, I have the PS1 Classic. Didn't play it.
Really?
Yes, I bought it and I didn't play it because I will not play it until it's remade.
Did you listen to this? Hold on, before we.
There's no reason for me to replay it. And the thing is, the longer I wait, the more I forget. So I'm hoping by the time it eventually comes, it'll be kind of fresh for me.
He'll be laying on his deathbed.
Yes.
Right.
I will have Alzheimer's and forget.
Take a breath, take a sip, Rage Master. We're gonna go.
All I have to say is,
Drew is really
screw
salty about
you,
this.
Square Enix. You don't understand
So
your
salty.
fans whatsoever.
Yeah.
And if you are completely oblivious to what you did, then I have no hope for you.
Even I know that
so
was
mad.
terrible.
He's so
You
salty.
should have started it out the way they did.
No, they should not have.
Hey, you mad, bro?
I am mad. And NeoGAF is kind of hilarious to look at now. Afterwards, that's the first thing I did is I went to that moment on NeoGAF and it was 3 pages of oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it took like 4 pages before people were editing their previous post to say, are you freaking kidding me? Like, okay. I'm going to pass
All right.
out. I'm getting lightheaded.
Drink
All right.
something. We're gonna. Look, this was actually really cool. So this was Sony's tribute to themselves, which
Yes.
wasn't.
Oh, I'll turn it
I mean,
up,
it was
actually.
great in its own way. Now it wasn't as good as some of the other tribute videos that we've seen played with M83 music or anything like that, but it was still phenomenal nonetheless. And there was no other better way to do it than with Little Big Planet 3.
Yeah, let's turn this up actually and play a little bit of it. This was so cool.
I always forget that the original controller didn't have the analog stick. Nope. I completely forgot about that. They did a really good job with
It's the exact opposite of what you still hear stuff.
Don't even know.
Yeah, Journey.
Really good.
That's amazing. That was
That was
Resistance.
good for Resistance.
Yeah. Uncharted, Last of Us.
Oh, this is really good for Last of Us.
Little Big Planet 3 is awesome, guys. Just neglect any review that says otherwise. It really is awesome.
Anyway, that
really
reviewed
fun game.
otherwise.
Yeah, it's so much fun and it's so charming. Real quick thank you to multiple Twitch charts here before we move on to our final couple of videos. Lil Dre, Mr. Cash Money, Sham Worker, or Sham Wow Bear. Sorry, how did I read that wrong? Sharktopus, Twist Crazy, that's really awesome, so we'll get there.
Yeah.
Twist Crazy, Houston JP, Petros Dave, Take the Cannoli, GOG5, Shadow, Zombie Rod, Doom Turkey, Nip Grip, Garais, Lionheart, Gunsmith Cat, Sir Anthony, Wackamon, Pringle Fun, Funk something, Funk Doctor, I think, ECM, L Hamilton, and then we just got a Twitch chart from, I think, Biltz, 1994, something like that. Thank you for the Twitch chart, guys.
So 2 other announcements just to get to real quick before we get to this.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were so down far on the list, but Resogun is coming to the PS Vita.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you're happy about. You can take that game portable, not that you weren't already with second screen and remote play and everything like that. And Super Stardust Ultra is coming to PS4.
Oh my god.
Looks very good, and
Yeah.
I know you're really psyched because not only were you big on Resogun, but you were actually probably bigger on Super Stardust. So
Can you give a shout out to my mate Ricky? Shout out to mate Ricky. Somebody said that on Twitter. Shout out, man.
Oi.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for both of those.
Yeah.
And this, God, No Man's Sky is looking better and better. It really is. It's living up to some of this hype, I think, maybe. So this was No Man's Sky. I'll turn down the volume. It doesn't need to be this loud. But it's kind of demonstrated, they're trying to show just how huge the universe is.
It's ridiculous.
And they have warping points now, like portals. But not just that.
Because look how long it's going to take you to, think about how long it would actually take you to just fly that planet.
At one point, they back out of the galaxy, and you see, all the galaxies. And then you can, choose galaxies and stuff.
Right.
I thought there was one galaxy, I thought. I don't know. I thought there was one galaxy and you go
one universe.
I don't know. I thought it was one galaxy and you're trying to get to the center of it. But it seems even bigger than that.
Billions. It's just billions of stars.
By the way, check out Game Informer did a really cool 30-minute video showing the tech behind the game. And how the game, the poppin' is not poppin'. That is the world actually generating from math. It is using algorithms and stuff to generate on the fly. It is not popping. That is unbelievable. And it's going to pop in the same every single time. That people are like, well, wouldn't that mean that every time it'll generate differently since it's a different algorithm? No, the math is the same every single time. So every time you get on the planet, it's going to generate the same way. Every time you discover a new planet.
I can't wait to find all 150 Pokemon.
You will. Because they're going to be there somewhere.
I don't know. But that's the problem, is they're going to be there somewhere.
Yeah.
So how do I know? It's going to take for freaking ever. And I'm going to be really pissed if someone finds an animal that looks exactly like a goddamn Bulbasaur and names it big giant turtle flower thingy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'll fucking find that person and murder you.
I really hope the first animal named in this game is First.
It's oh my god!
I really want the first thing to be named just First.
That would be amazing.
Oh my
Thank you for the
God.
Twitch chart. We'll get to those in a moment.
You're 27, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike is 26.
Yep.
And Andrew's 26. And I'm almost 27.
So this is the closer for the show, and as cool as this looks, I don't think it should have closed the show. David Jaffe has a new small studio. He's working with Sony San Diego, and he's working on Drawn to Death.
Yes.
And it's inside the world of a high school student and their doodles on their notebook.
I was hoping that Chris actually got to play this.
But
because I want to talk to him about it.
I had a little bit more No Man's Sky, I didn't realize it.
So this is interesting. Look at this. So it's basically the game is by, Twisted Metal.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know he's going to be twisted. So it's all these really weird sketches that kids would do in high school, and you actually fight inside the sketchbook. Now this is pre-alpha, so he said it's very early, but it's an arena brawler for the most part. Now the only mode they showed off that he had set was 4v4.
So this is all just this is still kind of like concept work though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's still very early.
But you can definitely see the concept. Now, they were playing it at the thing. What's interesting, and you'll see this at some points, is that not only do you have really weird and crazy guns, but the user actually, the person that's supposed to be drawing, is actually interactive in the game too. So you can use him to spill soda. Now this is one of the guys, you throw this you summon the dead upper torso of a dodgeball champion.
Yes.
And you have him throw this ultra dodgeball at the guy and blow him up. This is one of the crazy Teddy masks that you have.
He throws this here.
Yeah.
Throws the chainsaw.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
This is awful.
So it's just a twisted mind of a 17-year-old in his doodle notebook, pretty much, at school.
You know what I love though? And I
This
love
is
David Jaffe, and I said this.
I love it.
David Jaffe goes on the stage. He's they said I can fucking curse. Or something like that along those lines. And I was like, yes, this is gonna be great.
To be honest with you, that's the reason I don't think he should have closed the show, though.
Why?
I feel like the show had such good vibes in class, and then he comes out and he's cussing and stuff like this, and he does a Gamergate plug real quick.
That was entertaining.
For no reason.
No, that was come on, are you kidding me?
If you're gonna talk about Gamergate in that fashion, I don't think it should have been brought out of nowhere.
Are you kidding? How is Gamergate in general at this time and day brought out of nowhere? No matter what, unfortunately,
well, he says, what was his reason? He said something along the mind, something man, inside the mind of a man or something like that. He's like, well, maybe I should say woman. He's like, Gamergate. He's like, wait, I shouldn't fucking talk about that. And then he backed out. It's Okay, then you shouldn't talk about it. Like, it just don't even, like, he kind of just brought down the vibe.
He did not. It was entertaining.
I get Drew's point of that not being something to close the show on. By all means, like, put it in. Let him say whatever he wants. He's a developer. He has.
And they said you can say whatever you want, so that's fine. Yeah.
So that's cool. They probably could have ended on another note.
They should have ended on The Last Guardian, but I mean...
No, they should have, or at the very least ended on the 20th anniversary
Drew,
tribute.
I'm sorry, The Last Guardian isn't going to happen.
Yeah, I'm scrapping that.
It's happening, guys. Shuhei Yoshida is confirmed. It's happening.
Wow, Rick is with Mike. He says sorry, Drew.
No, I don't. I mean, I like David Jaffe, and there's a lot of guys that don't like David Jaffe. And he said that. He's like, there's people that hate me, there's people that like me. And that's fine. I like David Jaffe, and I like that he curses. But that shouldn't have been the closer, and especially with the Gamergate plug. You came off of a Little Big Planet 20th anniversary thing that was so, like, vibe awesome and stuff like this, and then you got him coming out there saying motherfucker and stuff like that. And it just kind of was against what I thought, like, the entire show was before that.
He was very realistic, and he always is, and that's why I like him.
I don't have any problem with David Jaffe. I like David Jaffe. It shouldn't have been the way they closed the show. Because, first of all, the game is early. Very early, pre-alpha.
I was surprised
it doesn't look that
good.
good.
Yeah, you're. Well, I mean, it looks interesting.
It looks interesting.
Good concept, right?
Yes, good concept. It doesn't look that good right now. Shouldn't have closed the show. They should have closed with Uncharted, which looks amazing, or they should have closed with Crash Bandicoot or Last Guardian or some other phenomenal thing. But again, I like David Jaffe. I just think that he should have maybe held back a little bit on that kind of stuff at the end there to close the show.
Overall, it was very good. Now,
that was a great show.
We didn't cover this for the TGAs, but the TGAs were very well done.
Yes.
They were very professional, much better than last year.
Yeah.
The problem is, and you could tell it was a lot of stress on Jeff Keighley.
Oh my God,
and it was
so
taking
much stress.
It was taking a ridiculous toll on him because you could tell it in his face.
We were like, we were all talking. I was like, "What's wrong with him? Is he nervous? Is this?" And then you're like, "Is he sick?" And it's like, "Yes, he looks sick."
Like he does. He looks like he's about to throw up. He's constantly sweating. But
it was a mixture of anxiety making him sick.
Right. Because you have to realize he probably had other people to help him, but it was really mainly just him. Not only is he hosting it, but he's putting this all together. Man, I mean, his lighting guy was a retard. Sorry, that might not be the word I should use, and I apologize, but I don't know what else to say because he was an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you saw me and Greg were making fun of him the whole time.
And the mic, too.
The microphone guy was bad, but, I mean, the lighting guy. If you see someone walking up to stage and you see someone standing in front of a microphone, what is your first instinct? Are you going to light the background behind him or the crowd? No, you're going to light the guy right in front. They weren't doing that. The microphones were constantly off, so there was a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I think now after other people see what can be done if you do it in the right way, he's going to get a lot of backing. And
people enjoy it. It seems to have a lot of good support. People are really saying, like, good job, Geoff. It was your first year. It was rushed, obviously. I really honestly think he probably only had 3 months to put this together.
Right.
And it
he
showed
did very quickly.
He didn't have the best reveals, but they were decent.
No, but they were pretty darn good.
There were some good ones in there.
Yeah.
So I think next year is going to be miles better.
You gotta remember,
really
he opened with Mario, new footage of Mario, and he closed with Zelda.
Yeah.
Which, for us, it's not that big of a deal, but you know for a fact that all the guys with the Wii U that got it at launch day that are huge Zelda fans were like, oh my god, this is
that
amazing!
was huge. I just don't think that was the way they should have shown it. Like, off-screen footage, like, talking about things that aren't really a big deal, acting like they're a big deal. But yes, TGA's, really great job, great start. Hopefully next year is even better. PSX, I thought, obviously did not live up to the hype. The hype was so unrealistic that there was no way
PSX?
it could ever match the hype.
Well, here's the problem. You also have the guy on Gaff. I'm not sure what the
hell was he talking about?
Right, like
3 megatons and 1 gigaton?
Yeah, right,
No.
like where the heck are you coming out with this
The
stuff?
only megaton was Street Fighter, in my opinion. That was the only megaton.
And it wasn't even, like, I mean, it's big. And, like, even me and you were saying, I was like, is it really that big?
Here's my honest opinion. I think that he honestly thought a Final Fantasy VII Remake was there.
Right.
I think he misread something.
Right.
Was told something.
I agree. No, I agree. And I think that was the only thing that made sense in my mind.
I think that was the gigaton
like,
he was talking about.
Shoot.
Yeah. So Street Fighter, unfortunately, I think would have been the megaton. But here's the thing: is I thought the show was amazing, and then most people agree. Like when Gath and everything, the moment that Final Fantasy VII thing happened, it just was like, I'm killed. Like this killed my mood.
You can see everybody's reaction.
Yeah, it totally brought down the entire thing for the last 20 minutes. And not only that, I still say like Drawn to Death is not the thing you should have closed on. It was so happy at the Final Fantasy VII thing. Then you had a little bit of a bounce back with that 20th anniversary Little Big Planet, and then you ended on this really kind of like, it's cool as it looked, great concept, but it's like this, twisted notebook. You got David Jaffe cursing and all these kind of things. It was just like the vibes were so high, and then it just kind of kind of dwindled at the
Yeah,
end.
I think
there.
you brought up my mood a little bit. Though.
Yeah, okay. But otherwise, I thought it was a phenomenal
so,
show.
I mean, this week was a really big week for us in general.
Yeah.
Even if not everything lived up to what we thought it was going to be, it was a big week, especially for December. Like I said, for this part of the year, you never get anything like this happening. So this was I like this. I like that this is happening. I hope it continues.
Now, do you think there was a little bit of a flub at the beginning? Did you notice that Sean Layden said, "Welcome to the first annual PlayStation experience," and he was like the first ever PlayStation experience?
Right, I don't know. I didn't watch for the first 16 minutes or so.
He corrected himself. He said, "Welcome to the first annual PlayStation. Welcome to the first ever PlayStation experience." And I was like, "Oh."
He could just be used to saying that.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
a typical thing. But you are right. He could be thinking in his mind this is going to continue, and I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Microsoft doesn't have anything like that.
Even more surprising, there wasn't one Microsoft announcement at TGA. Not one. Wouldn't you think with PSX the next day they'd be like, "We got to do something."
Right.
Like
They did
nothing. Like what is?
And they're not. It's not like they're not known for showboating. So
Yeah. So that kind of surprised me.
why don't you go through all the ads and everything like that?
We got to wrap up. We went a little long, but that's because we had a little bit of a disaster early on. But thank you so much, guys. To Drake Mo for the Twitch art. Also, Brian RGY, XMC, Adventure Crafters, Frobo, Router Glock, Aloe Cover Alien, Chuck 514, and again, Bites or Bilts 1994, and again, another YouTube subscription from Blind Kaka. So thank you all of you guys for the Twitch arts. Let's do one final push here, get as many as we can. Very easy to follow us now, guys. We're the Level Up Show. We're a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to get notified of that, all you got to do is hit that little heart button live from PlayStation right now. Or if you're watching from twitch.tv/the Level Up Show, hit the follow or subscribe button. Subscribers get a special badge. You can see it in the chat room. A lot of elite members have a +1 next to their name. Getting a lot of Twitch hearts right now. Thank you, guys. I will read off the final ones when we're finally done. But also, we're very active on Twitter. Follow us there. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. All of our episodes get archived there. We have a 20th anniversary PlayStation video. And something new for us, we have a t-shirt shop now.
Yes.
Very cool.
Which we supposedly already have a pre-order.
We have a few sales, actually. I think we have two, I think we have two sales is what I'm told.
Okay.
But I don't know for sure. I'll have to check.
And Dave is going to buy a pink one.
Yes, and I will get to that. I will make a pink shirt for men as well. It's the levelupshow.spreadshirt.com. We have men's and women's sizes from small all the way up to XXL, and there's multiple versions, different colors, different logos, and we will continue to make more t-shirts, original stuff, hopefully in the future. Look forward to Mark making some interesting stuff, hopefully, when he has the time. But we don't know when that'll be exactly. So finally, also add us on PSN. I am Drew M1788, and Mike is the Noob Guru. Thank you for echoing that. And then finally, we just got a whole bunch of Twitch hearts at the end there. Those were... We got 80 Twitch hearts tonight, guys. Thank you so much to Pete Mill, Tron Gumby, VTAC, RLJ214, Slyboy, and then again Drake Mo. Those were our final Twitch hearts for the night. Really cool show tonight. I'm glad we were able to bounce back after that little thing at the beginning. So
yeah, we actually did pretty well.
It ain't no thing.
It ain't no thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Derek wants a pink shirt too.
Derek wants a pink shirt. Okay, I didn't realize that there would be so many guys wanting pink shirts.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Ain't nobody ever going to keep you down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or whoops. No, I think it's...
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
Trippin'.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time.
We're still getting more. I
Nobody
don't want to miss anybody here. Thank you to our final Twitch charts. Now 85 for the night. Tekkenist and Slashman, our final Twitch charts. That's going to end it, guys, but keep the follows coming so that you get notified of next week's show. Damn. Sorry, I'm not announcing anymore, but thank you guys for all the Twitch charts. So, any final words?
We're good.
Thank you so much, guys. Make sure to watch on Thursdays and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, take care and level up.
Real men wear pink.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it looks good with your complexion.
Nope, that's your interview, which we're not doing.
Some people can pull off pink, some people can't. I don't really think I can pull off That's great to hear, Rick. Good night, guys.
Gretzky just flew behind me.
Whoa!
See you guys.
Flying everywhere.
Level up!
Minecraft, it is bulletproof.